wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day.
What's popping? What's popping? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Off the Clock podcast. And I know it's been a minute. We've been gone a couple weeks. People have been sick. People have been working. People have been doing things to try to get themselves in a better position because things are changing rapidly on the scenes out here. So looks like it's going to be me and Buddha. Buddha's having some connection issues out there. I don't know. I think Gavin Newsom is. I think Gavin Newsom's out there taxing their internet connection now, along with everything else. You know, they gotta leave, bro. So what's going on, Mr. Buddha? How are you tonight?
I'm chilling. Just that I don't know why this thing is kind of weird.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny, bro. I like it.
What happened?
Listen, bro. You sound like that little Trump meme right now. You know the little Trump meme where Trump is telling everybody, "I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass," and there you go. You sound like the little Trump meme.
I haven't seen that. What?
Yeah. Listen, Buddha. I always knew you were a closet Trump fan. I always knew you were a closet Trump fan, bro. Steven, do you hear this? Do you hear Buddha? Listen to Buddha's voice. Doesn't he sound like the little Trump meme? He sounds like the little Trump meme right now. Buddha, go ahead. Say it, Buddha. Say it, Buddha. Make America great again.
I'm associated with them 4 letters.
Go ahead, Buddha. It's okay. You can say make America great again. Go ahead, Buddha. It's okay.
America ain't great again. Unfortunately.
Buddha, that's my dog. Bro, we can't make out a damn thing you're saying. Speak English. God damn it. Speak English.
You never seen the meme that Josh put out that says Trump 2028, but it's Trump 2028 $sign because that's how much of the gas is gonna be?
Steven, is he speaking Pokemon or what?
Wait, is my fucking mic fucked up? No way. Is my mic fucked up? No.
You're muted, Steven. You're muted. We can't hear you, my brother. You got the mute on.
He's speaking some kind of Furby or, Pokemon or something like that.
He sounds like the Gremlins, bro. They got fed after midnight. Y'all probably too young for that. Oh my God. Anyway, welcome
to
the
little Mighty Mouse.
I'm telling you, bro. Antonio said he sounded like a chipmunk. I'm telling you, he sounded like the little Trump meme where Trump is cussing everybody out and telling you, "See, I told you so. I told you so." He sounded like little Trump meme. And the fact that Buddha said "Make America Great Again" just made my night. We can end the show right with here. We can end the show right now. He said "Make America Great Again." So good seeing y'all. Have a good one. See you next week. No, anyway. Oh man, we got some things to talk about tonight. Nothing too serious other than, there's a lot of squeezing going on, man. A lot of black box squeezing going on. Like, you guys know I deal with Amazon, and I love Amazon, bro. I love Amazon Influencer Program. I love it. I do, man. I'm putting so much effort into it. But even they now, a couple of weeks ago, the way we used to see our reporting, we used to be able to see a detailed description of what we sold each day. And what would happen with that is you could go and you could look at that. You could pull that data and you could say, okay, well, Steven's car phone mount is selling really well. Buddha's car phone mount is selling really well, but maybe Thomas's car phone mount and Vinny's car phone mount, they ain't selling worth the shit. Could be price, could be product, whatever it is, it's just not selling. So then as someone who does product reviews, you can say, okay, I'm gonna do Steven's and Buddha's, and I'm gonna leave Thomas's and Vinny's alone. But now we don't have that data no more. And there's some reasons for that. And I made mention to this yesterday on the trading live stream where, remember when Maximo came out and Gridwise and what's the latest app everybody's using now? I can't remember the name of it, bro. You guys had me using that too for a while. Or gave it a try.
All
gig you, right? So, and it's not a knock on the apps. Don't get me wrong. They're not doing anything wrong, right? They're not, well, let me rephrase. They're not doing anything illegal. But for every, I guess, app out there, no matter whether it's rideshare, food delivery, product reviews,
I think
everybody
something else
finds,
needs to be said with that. It's not only that it's not
oh, I lost you.
you would expect um a business or a third party to provide to an independent contractor.
Yes, but here's it, and I'm going to take the other side of this a little bit because I've been trying to, because believe me, bro, since Amazon did this 2 weeks ago, there's a certain part of my sales that have completely fallen off the bridge. Like it's not there, right? And so I can't see what's going on with that, right? And for those that are in the Amazon space, I'm talking about my creator connections. You know, my creator connections, I've got a product out there right now that is absolutely banging. I did a legitimate 10-minute video on the product from, as some people say, as CJ or JC Christopher says in Houston, from soup to nuts. I ain't heard that since I was a kid. My daddy used to say that shit, right? I want it all from soup to nuts. Yeah, I know. It's one of them old redneck deals. Anyway, you know, I did this big video on it and took my time. And, you know, the video has been very well received on Amazon. And so that thing was giving me a little bump. And now I can't see. My bump is gone. And that sucks, right? So the point is, well, here's what I mean by this. When we were doing it when you had the apps for Uber and Lyft, you could accept rides, reject rides, choose rides based on driver rating or rider rating, right? Dollar amount per minute per mile, all the bullshit, right? You could do all of that. Contracts. Thank you for correcting me. But you could do all of that. And then Uber and Lyft were like, no, because you're hurting our business now. And this is why I'm going to take the other side of this. This is why I know why Amazon's doing what it's doing. Because people have created extensions and apps for Amazon the same way they did for Uber and Lyft, where the little guy, the little ride, the $2 ride, the $3 ride, for whatever reason, whether it's rightly or wrongly a $3 ride, because a $3 ride, the rider might only be paying $5 or $6 for it, right? Those rides get kicked to the curb. Same thing with the bad products on Amazon. Those products now, listen, bro, if you're advertising on Amazon, you're paying money to be there. Whether your shit sells or not, it doesn't matter. You got to pay Amazon to be there. And if they're not getting any representation, they will not be there.
I would fight against that and say it's your job to incentivize people to take the ride that you want to be taken. So it's not on me because I'm the person
it's whose responsibility to incentivize the ride.
So you as in a Lyft, an Uber, whatever the app might be, it's your job to make that ride if you want it completed. Either you leave it open to a fair market where people don't see the value in it and they're not going to take it. That's one side. Or if you're focused on a business model that you want to make sure that every ride gets accepted, well then, for example, now they're starting to do reservations that are stacked, right? So you attach a not so great ride with another ride where you've boosted the earnings on that ride, and now it makes that combination is more enticing than that individual ride. But it's up to you to come up with the system, not manipulate it from the back end to force people into a situation to take it.
Okay, so let me counter that. Before we even go down that road, we understand that Uber and Lyft created businesses based on bad business models, right? Because when they both came online, what were they doing? They were absolutely incentivizing the driver to take those rides. All the way across the board. Take those rides, take those rides, take those rides. Well, you know, I've got a thing right now. I showed it to you. I got a thing right now with Lyft. I haven't driven for Lyft in 4 or 5 months. I got a thing on my app right now. Hey, do 15 rides. We'll pay an extra $125. You know how many rides I've taken? 0. Because I know they're going to be $2 rides, $3 rides. Why in the hell would I do that? I could do 2 rides and make $80 with Uber versus trying to do 15 rides with you to make $125. There's no incentive there. But that's a bad business model that the current CEOs, right? The current CEOs, and I'm not defending them, but I'm just saying this is what they're up against. They got to try to correct that behavior.
Well, you already decided to go public and this and that and the other, right?
Well, that's because you know, let's be honest. That's why Kalanick was taken out. Kalanick was taken out so that Uber could go public and have a higher valuation on their share price.
Yeah. So now you're stuck between a rock and a hard place where you have to continuously try to pump the stock and instead of creating a business model that can actually work and you get to keep your keep your independent contractors paid enough so that they want to take your rides. But I mean, look at how Uber. I mean, look at how Lyft has to operate now because they've gotten pushed so far to the point that now their rides are obscenely unprofitable to the point that nobody, you know, most people are opting out of using that app entirely.
Nobody is using Lyft. It's a disgrace of a company.
I mean,
but Uber's not that far behind them. It might all seem on.
Uber's a different animal. Uber's a different animal.
I think it's gonna go down to the same thing.
Well,
I don't.
But this is my point. The point is all of these side hustles, all of them. Name the side hustle. We can talk about Curry. I've never driven for Curry, right? But Buddha started out driving Curry. Buddha started out driving Curry, and he was killing it. Steve out in Denver, and he'll be joining us shortly. Steve was killing it with Curry. I couldn't get on Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Nick, when
I
Nick
think
was
that's a better
around,
model.
When Nick was around, Nick was doing some Curry rides, and they started out pretty good, and then all of a sudden, rapidly, it just fell apart. Fell apart.
Right.
Well, the only reason Curry fell apart here is not because of their business model; it's because of the Prop 22.
And they don't fall. Steve said that there shouldn't be fall under the Prop 22 guideline, but they did.
Well, they're a gig
because of that, bro. The fucking rates have dropped like 80% on Curry.
Well, I mean,
again,
that's probably
it's not because of their business model; it's because of the Prop 22.
Well, listen, nobody says they have to adhere to the Prop 22. They can absolutely overpay you. As an example, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, when unions were absolutely strong, right? When they were strong, when unions actually stood for something other than their own pockets, Delta Airlines was not union. And you know what Delta Airlines did to keep their people from going union? They paid them more. Their pilots were paid. Their baggage handlers were paid. Their stewardesses, damn it, fucking flight attendants. Their stewardesses and stewards were paid. So if you know, it's like with Starbucks, right? Starbucks is leaving. What the founder left Washington, moves here. He's going to move next door to Jeff Bezos down here in Bal Harbor, some goddamn place. And now they want to move the headquarters out of Washington because of the wealth tax. California because of the wealth tax. Here's my point to what I'm talking about with the show is all of these guys, all of these side hustles, let's call them side hustles. As soon as Amazon pulled their move with non-transparency, Steve will like that word, right? With taking away the sales data on the daily basis. First thing I thought of, I was talking to Richie Hustles, first thing I thought about was Uber. When Uber took away the ability for you to instantly see what the rider paid. Now you got to go hunt for it. Right now with Amazon, you can't even hunt for it. You don't have it. So all of these side hustles are getting squeezed. And the point is that now those that are good at what they do, if you're a good driver and you really know your market, you're still making money. But if you are dependent on taking the shortcuts, always trying to cheat the system, well, you're getting your ass handed to you now. And so that was the kind of thing I wanted to talk about. And so Buddha, I know you did a lot of curry. And
a lot.
you know,
Yeah.
I remember
I thought I heard curry. See, I came in. I was like,
well,
what's
hey,
going on here, dude? You guys talking about stuff? What the hell, Buddha?
Talking
What you
about
know?
all side hustles.
Hey, Steve.
What's up, Buddha?
Curry has dropped the rates for everybody 80% in California, dude.
Like, did they announce it that way? That sounds.
Nope.
It's a bad strategy. Like, we're dropping your rates 80%.
We're talking about rates before, where you'll
Yeah.
get like $100 for like every 30 miles. Now it's like $12 to $20 for every 30-40 miles.
Well, I don't know if you know, Buddha, but one thing that, and don't get me wrong, every app is never goes up and gets better. They all go down.
No, yeah.
But I mean, like, but with Curry, they do have a feature. Not everybody gets it. I don't know, or not everybody sees it. Depends on like and where you are, you might not. But I actually do know some people down there do. I see it all the time, which is make sure you're checking your texts.
Oh,
because,
yeah, I have that, yeah.
Well, but here's what happened, and people didn't know. So they'll text you. Let me see if I can just pull one up. I mean, I've got them all the time.
So, like, you sure you want to take this for 35?
No. So
bucks.
Okay, here's what it does. It's
Okay.
the AI assist. It's been going on for a while, actually.
Mhm.
And what it does is, like, it'll say, it comes through the app. Do you want this for $35? And you're like, hell no, dude, it's 30 miles. I'm not doing that for $35, or it's 25 miles. Fuck no. Like, so, and then if it'll send you the same amount to your text. If it does that, it's saying like, hey, it'll be the same amount. Do you want to do this 30 miles for $35? And you're like, dude, shut up. Like, I just told you no in the app. Most people just say no. What it actually is looking for a counter. I'll be like, I'll do it for 100. And like, I'm not even kidding. They'll be like, done.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes three times as much.
Yeah, no, I've done it where I literally got offered $25 and I told them a stupid amount, like 300. And they're like, no, how about 250? I'm like, I'll do 250.
By the way, they'll never pay. Like, I was just gonna say that, even if it was if it was a $20 offer and you said 300, even if like they were gonna do it, they're still gonna go, we can't. It always says we can't do 300,
we can't do it,
but we can do 299. I mean, I've seen it be like that ridiculous. $1. They just can't be wrong.
Yeah, I've done that.
Or they don't want you to be right. I don't know.
Yeah, they're like, how about 250? And I'm like, yeah, I could do 250. And then
my point is, watch your text, because anytime those come in, hit them back quick, because people do respond to those, and they go out in 5 batches in a round robin, because first one to reply.
Well, one of the reasons we brought up curry is because, like I said, I know Buddha had done curry. I know Nick had done curry. I never caught on with curry. They never called me back. I guess they didn't like me. Whatever.
I've got curry now.
They
finally sent me a message. They sent me a message.
You gotta be a Democrat. No, I'm kidding.
You know what? You must be.
They sent me an email saying that they were finally adding more drivers in the area, and I just rushed and put all my information, got onboarded in like a day.
But my point to all this
is a lot of drivers are leaving.
Well, now that's a whole nother ball game we can get into tonight. Because, like I said, every app, every business entering the market right now. Steve brought up something the other night when I went on his show, or when I was in the chat. I was a peasant in the chat, right?
You're not. You never are. I always find you.
I'm a goddamn peasant. I'll be a peasant the rest of my life. I know my lane. Damn it. Anyway, when he brought up the stock price of Lyft, DoorDash, Uber, right? These companies are struggling, bro. But it's not just those companies.
40% down for DoorDash in 6 months.
Bro, have you looked at the entire market?
Yeah, I know.
The entire market. Well, listen,
but DoorDash was supposed to be I can't remember. I think their prediction was $500 in 2022.
Listen,
like they were.
If you keep having to settle out of court for $10 million at a time because you're stealing fucking tips, eventually shareholders are going to catch on.
Facts, dude.
Right? Shareholders are going to catch on to the fact that y'all got to steal to make money.
Yeah.
The fuck, my hot dog was cold and half eaten, bro. I can't get a credit on my hot dog. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to call it what it is.
People are,
and people say drop in the bucket all the time, and I tell them, dude, it's not anymore. These 10, 15, $90 million losses, these are not dropping the buckets anymore, guys.
And so, but when you look across the entire market, you start to see, and anybody worth their salt in the market knows the market's so overinflated. It's not even, where is the value? And so when I was on yesterday, it inspired me Monday to go on yesterday morning, right? Which I did, and I'll be on tomorrow morning again. The point is that AI is now losing its luster, right? Yeah. And why is AI losing its luster? It's not because AI isn't performing. I feel it's not because
I feel like
AI is going to be too expensive to operate with the data centers and the electrical demands and yada yada. AI is losing its luster because the common man, the peasant, right, is afraid they're going to lose their goddamn job. If you don't physically do something, if this is what you do all day, bro, if this is what you do all day, your job's in jeopardy with AI. I promise you. It's in jeopardy.
Yeah.
It's in jeopardy.
I thought you were kind of talking about the more personal stuff. And I was going to say that, it's getting very expensive too. The tricks of all that stuff being free. Now you have to buy credits and stuff, and you got to do this. And
I wish Pascal was. He's not going to make it with us tonight. He's got a couple of hockey games, but I got a text from him today. He said, "God damn it, Vinny, I'm going to have to go with the $200 a month deal." I said, "Why, bro?" He's doing so much with AI between Claude, Chat.
He was on last time here.
Bro. Listen, that guy is super smart when it comes to all that AI stuff. He is,
and the more I see about Claude, that's the one that interests me the most, actually. Because if you guys remember, we talked about the story of my friend Tom Kelly in that World War I, German Frank, old deal. Like, from what I read about Claude after what Pascal said, because I looked into Claude more after, it was because of Pascal, and I looked into it more. It seems like I haven't done enough with it, so I cannot tell you, but it seems like it's the more factual one.
Well, for me, and then I want to kind of get back onto the topic. Gemini has been an absolute beautiful thing for me. For my level of understanding.
That's the Google one, right?
That's the Google one. Okay. Yeah, and for the $20 a month, you can put up to 5 people on it. 5 family members. You don't data share. Anyway. I use Gemini. I got Gemini sitting right there. Like, Gemini helps me brainstorm because as much as
I need to switch over. I do that with Chat GPT. I just have it clean up my stuff a little bit.
I won't even deal with Chat GPT. But here's the bottom line to it: is the entire stock market is overvalued. There's nowhere else for it to go.
Yeah. And
so as the market starts to retrace, get balanced, bring price more in line, well, what happens with corporations now? They got to tighten their belts.
Well, with gas prices up, DoorDash is giving you $5.
Oh my God, bro!
$5 if you drive 125 active.
Steven Buddha, did you guys hear about that with DoorDash?
Yeah, I seen the tweet of the owner, the owner or the CEO of DoorDash saying, "Guys, it only," and then he puts it at the end for qualified drivers, like, bro,
active rides. You got to actually be on. You got to be delivering for them. You got to have a package in your car.
You also have to have one of their Crimson cards, which only less than half of their drivers do.
What the?
10% cash back, but you have to literally be some type of fucking, like, come on, bro.
You have to be you have to have a Crimson card. But my other thing is, it's until April 17th, which I found funny.
Oh, it's a month only.
Because DoorDash seems to be because it says because of gas prices, it seems to be the only thing that actually knows the end of the date of the war. It's pretty weird that they know that, dude. Their algorithm is just amazing.
I tell you. So more and more, every gig app. I don't care what the app is. I don't care what the side hustle is. And I put a poll up in the chat tonight. If you guys don't mind, go put your response in there. Is our side hustles your main income? Is that your full-time income? Is your side hustle your full-time income? Because there's an interesting stat out there. There's an interesting stat out there right now. About 60% of the working Americans have a side hustle.
Oh, if not many.
Think about that.
Yeah.
60% of people that have a job are also working a side hustle.
Yeah, like pushing weight across state lines. You know what I'm saying?
Buddha, I mean, if you,
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's not me.
Hey, bro, listen, as long as you don't say what Steve said on his podcast, we're good. Okay?
What did he say?
Don't talk about what he said. Just don't say that today. Don't say it tonight.
I will never say it again. It would be a strikeout because I already did it twice in one episode.
Oh my God, bro! YouTube's already not liking me right now because I don't post anymore.
Oh.
They're already looking at me like, Vinny,
Dude, that word will never come out of my mouth again. I'm sure that raised NSA flags.
Now, listen, I don't have a problem calling somebody what they are, but God damn, Steve, you went at it twice.
But I wasn't wrong.
We're gonna instead of off the clock, it's off the books. Fuck.
So I'm just curious, like, is in your different markets, are you guys starting to feel the squeeze? Are you feeling it, like starting to get taken advantage of with these apps?
Well, me and Steven are in very unique positions. So,
what are you bent over holding your ankles? What position are you in?
Whoa, okay, here we go. We're off the rails now, baby.
Listen, you said you and Steven, okay?
Look,
and I know Steven pretty good. He's a pitcher. He's not a catcher. So you got to be the one bent over holding your ankles. That's all I'm saying.
No.
You'll be
surprised, Mr. Vinny, cuz you'll be surprised. Don't be. Hey, I know what you and Omar be doing.
I'll be the first to tell you, and he'll tell you. I'll grab his little ass anytime I see him. Squirt, squirt. He's like that little rubber ducky. Squirt, 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 squirt. You slept with him. You know what I'm talking about. You slept with him. Y'all same bed, weren't you? For y'all that don't know, Omar's my buddy down here that drives in South Florida. He's pretty disgusted with rideshare too. He's you know what?
He's a maniac, bro. He's a maniac.
I said this the other day. When I went to the EV, when I started telling everybody, start looking at an EV, whether it was Tesla or otherwise.
Tesla,
right?
Or
otherwise. Could be a Rivian, could be a Chevy Bolt, whatever the hell it is. Used, new, whatever you had to do. That was the move. Because right now, we still have Premier for another couple of months, I think, before they rape us down here in South Florida and take it away, right? But I can do the majority of those damn Premier rides that don't nobody want to do. Because the money makes sense for me.
Look at Monk, bro.
If I'm getting $3, $4, $5 a mile, and I'm getting $1.50 a minute, I don't give a shit where you work. That's good money.
Hey, Vinny.
But
especially if your optimization rate's high too. If you're keeping.
But here's the thing. Yeah, but here's the deal, Steve. Listen, you're gonna burn time out here no matter what, bro.
No, I know.
You're gonna burn time out.
I know.
Here,
I know. I count, but I don't play any of the games from the apps because I'm multi. Here's gonna be what was gonna be my answer was that. Yes, I think people are feeling, especially if they do one app or just even are on two but do one or whatever. But
Scott.
like me, I've been telling people, like work smarter for years. They're actually those aren't just dumbass words, people. Like I actually mean that. Like and finally, I'm to that point. Like luckily, I have other work. I have production work and things I can go do. Which actually, if I do something like that for a couple weeks, I can actually take some time off. I never do. I come back right back and do gig work because I'm here and I'd get bored and I can make money. But when I am here, I'm doing catering now. And yes, not when you work up your way on some, you can make a lot of money in an hour.
Right.
A lot.
Right.
I mean, I could send Vinny some screenshots after the fact because I don't play that game where I show numbers and stuff because it's not worth it. But I can just tell you, if you do it right, there's money to be made there. I do curry. I've been doing curry for years because I think food delivery is a joke.
Well,
and I'm just being honest. I mean, like it seems like, those where those floor meat ceilings situations are in certain cities. I feel like, well, it's kind of like that. It seems, I mean, during the pandemic, yes, there was tons of money to be made. You know what I mean? On food delivery, but now, and it's not one thing, it's 1,000 things. You know, it's oversaturation, it's illegal accounts. I mean, I've been talking about these illegal accounts from TikTok that are insane. Insane. People live streaming, selling accounts. 1,000 a night on one channel. Luis Bertie and I, Delivery TV, and I have been looking into this big time. It's nuts, dude.
Hey, Steve, I almost bought.
Yeah, see, Josh is talking
Uber
catering
account
right there too. He doesn't need to give away details, but he's talking 4 caterings this week, and that's right.
Hey, Steve, I almost bought for science. I almost bought a Lyft account and a DoorDash account with Elite and everything.
I had $55 in my wallet. I was going to try and buy Lyft the company, but then I looked and I only had 5.
I haven't seen any of his videos in a while, but EDM's down here. That was the right name, right? EDM? Was that? Oh, God darn it. Oh, I can't think of his name. I know what you're
talking about. Yeah.
UDM.
UDM. Yeah. My bad, bro. My bad.
Yeah. And yes, he's by you. Yes, he's by
no,
you.
You have no idea. He lives less than, I'm assuming he's down here in Davies somewhere. So he's like 10 miles from me. We've never met. We
little
never
north and inland of Miami Gardens.
Yeah. Hey, bro, it's Carroll City. That's not Miami Gardens. That's where I grew up. Carroll City. Don't come with that new jack.
145th and I-5 right near there is the laser company I work for.
145th and I-5.
I'm sorry.
That's Orlando.
No. Yeah. No. Coming out of Miami, right past you go. It's been a while since I've been out there. So
that's all right. You're old. It's okay. Go ahead.
But you keep going. You're going north. Like you're getting near that Lauderdale turnoff from the highway.
First 595.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Exactly. I know who you're talking to. Martin Lighting.
Yeah, and right? I'm getting up near there, and I don't remember exactly which one. I could look it up on the website, but I wouldn't want to give the address. But that area. There is the big warehouse where we do our testing.
Yeah, Martin Lighting used to be right there off 128th in the Sawgrass Parkway. I've done so much work in there,
back in a bunch of warehouse areas and stuff. That's when I lived down there for 2 years. That's where I was when I wasn't out of country.
So I used to watch UDM a lot on his videos, and I thought he was great, man. That dude was always
UDM is awesome.
He was bringing
my friend for a long time.
Fire on that, bro. But he started getting into the catering and getting into the catering.
And he's been on my show many times, and the last time he was on, because he's not doing much creation these days, but I gave him all the credit. I said, dude, you were the one that pretty much introduced catering to all these people, including me. I was doing 100%. Curry and all these B2Bs, and all of a sudden I heard UDM going, hey, I didn't want to yell it, but come here.
So my point being is, as the economy steadies off, for whatever reason, I call it, there's no more free money out there, right? So they're trying to get this money thing under control. As much as they're still overspending and the budget's way out of control and shit, bro. At some point, they gotta rein it in. Uber and Lyft had to rein it in. They're going to pay the price. Bad business models never last long. And if they think AVs are going to save them, they're in for a bigger rude awakening. AVs will not save rideshare in that respect, because they're still going to need you and Steven and Buddha and me to do those rides outside of the geo-fenced downtown areas. And you know what? Drivers ain't going to be able to make money. And as long as, I hate to say it, well, no, I don't hate to say it. No, I'm glad to say it. As long as ICE is doing their jobs, okay, and getting your illegal accounts are going by the wayside. A lot of the drivers that shouldn't be driving are going to the other side. That's okay, Buddha. Listen, you said make America great again, so I don't want to hear them shit from you for the rest of the time.
But you know what? Illegal accounts are also people who have been deactivated these days.
100%.
I
Oh,
mean, it's
absolutely.
dude,
100%.
there's so many damn illegal. I could tell when there's being, I mean, Vinny, the live streams on TikTok, the guy's going, he has a sign up what they're doing and which cities he has. Like, I'm selling Amazon Flex. I got these cities tonight. So you'll see Detroit. You'll be like, can I get an Amazon Flex in Detroit? And he'll be like, I just ran out of those, but I do have Instacart and I do have DoorDash in Detroit. Do you want those? I can do a 2-for-1. They're doing these live. He's selling them. He activates them. You're calling somebody that's next to him. I've reported them. Luis has reported these. They're live streams on TikTok.
What I don't understand is if they know what's going on, how is it that they can't stop it?
Of course they can.
Or they don't want to stop it.
Dude, so the split on TikTok
Or what?
is 70% to TikTok, not the creator, 30% to the creator. And in the beginning, for the first like 40 minutes, they don't sell any of the accounts. They just put up those stupid prize. Oh, you want to buy a punch? You want to buy 100%? Here, buy this little token, buy this rose, buy this beer can, all these little toys. And TikTok takes in 70% of that revenue. They raise $1,000, $2,000, keeps pushing them up in the algorithm. Then boom, they're like, let's start selling.
Hey,
that's insanity to me, bro. That's insanity to me. And you know what? Even with YouTube, we can talk about YouTube a little bit too, because it hasn't gotten any better, folks. Like, you know, my guy, I'm gonna get him on the show here one night. I'm just telling you, I'm gonna get Richie Hustles on the show here one night. Because the guy, listen, Buddha, bury the hatchet, Buddha. Okay.
Get over
you
it,
can
Buddha.
learn something.
He
you
buys all of his subscribers.
Buddha. Oh, get the fuck out of here. He buys his subscribers.
Look at his stats, bro.
I do look at his listen, he didn't get not one, but 2 channels monetized. I've seen his numbers, just like with Eddie. Everybody thought Eddie was full of shit with his numbers. I've seen Eddie's numbers.
100K YouTube channel with only 4K viewers.
Bro, listen, if you can maintain 10% of your viewership from your, you know, I do a 10% deal. If you Buddha, if you have a channel that's got 1,000 subs, and we can talk, Steve, you can talk about this, and so can Steve.
Down his YouTube chat. Let's see.
If you have 1,000 subs on your channel and you get 200 to 400 views, that's 20 to 40% of your subs are still watching, dude. Do you know how many times have you gone down a video?
Well, hopefully,
you watch the video.
Hopefully,
you like the video.
25% are subs, and the rest are watching, and it's getting out there.
But my point is, if you can get 100K channel, he's got 2 of them actually.
Okay,
and I think he's up to 3.
Talking about the main one. The main one, Richie Hustles, right?
Look at his last video.
He has 99.8K subs. A day ago, 289, 189.
Yeah. Do you know why that is?
Barely.
Steve, you want to tell him why?
Steve,
I know that kind of stuff that happens to all kind. I mean, there's tons of reasons, but it happens a lot.
Mm-hmm. Click-through rate can be through the roof.
It really, dude. It really. Here's how I think it. Here's how I know it. I'm sure all of you have watched YouTube videos on. Oh, this guy's going to tell you how to do this. There are just a couple I trust, and I don't even fully trust them because nobody knows. But I do watch their stuff, and I will say this: they put it out to a small group. They see what the return is on that. What is the click-through rate on that? Mm-hmm. If it's big, they push it out more, and then more, and then more. And then the biggest metric, Vinny said it last week too, is length of time watched.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what matters, is the view time. If your average watch time on a 15-minute video, we were talking about one of my 13s, remember? I was like through the roof.
You had through
the roof, dude. Second day, like again, only 500, 600, 700 views, whatever it was, but it was still at like 14%. That's really good. Second
That's superior.
And out of 13 minutes, which it was, or just under, the average view time was over 10 minutes.
It's crazy that it didn't go nowhere. But that's the new algorithm. That's the black box.
But I met the criteria, dude.
Well, you met the criteria that other people are telling us what the old criteria was. We knew what the old criteria was.
Right.
And listen, anybody looking to get to YouTube, bro, grab your phone, You don't need nothing more than your phone. But if you want to get fancy pants, get your little action camera, or get your little 360 camera, whatever. Okay, develop a channel and just start recording, put it out there. But we're gonna tell you, what worked a month ago does not work today on YouTube. Nobody truly knows what works on YouTube.
And all the channels that tell you this is, and if when you find exactly what you're looking to do, like, oh, you need to develop a hook. Here's how you do it. Don't think that's how you do it.
It's not.
But sometimes it's not bad to watch those, see that, and go, okay, I don't think that'll work for me, but I get what he's saying. I'm going to tweet. I would just say go with your gut is what it really is.
Well,
until you, and I mean, unless you really have no clue. But if you're starting to get a vibe on it, well, that's what's been the luckiest for me is when I'm not trying to follow something that I really don't have proof works.
So here's the thing. YouTube does one of two things, right? I've said this and I'll always say this. It either entertains you or it educates you, right? Long form content and tutorials will always do good. Always. Yep. If you're teaching somebody something.
So long form, 8 minutes and over though, even.
Shit, not by today's standards, 5 minutes and over.
Okay. Well, the 8-minute marker for a monetized video allows YouTube to put commercials into the middle.
Nope. Yeah, you can get 2 sets of ads instead of just one. But here's
I didn't even think they can put one if it's under 8.
Oh no, you get one in the beginning and one at the end.
Right, but they can put 2 in the middle.
Mid-rolls.
So you got 4 if you're over 8.
Right. If it's 8 minutes old, well, so we think.
No, that is still that one is still a thing. It says it.
But my point is.
Unless they're lying.
YouTube is pushing for shorts. Amazon is pushing for shorts. Amazon shorts are called hauls, right? They got their own vertical format. Everybody's trying to hang with TikTok. But TikTok is hurting their creators more than YouTube and
I put long form up on TikTok that does better than my shorts do on TikTok. I was telling you this last week. I can put a 30-minute video up on TikTok now. I can go live for 12 hours.
What does it pay to the creator?
30%.
See what I mean?
Of whatever number they want to say. 30% of what?
30%. Everybody starts out with the right intentions for YouTube. Everybody starts out with the right intentions on YouTube. They're trying to help people, right? Steve, you started to help people. Steven started helping people. Buddha, and I ain't seen a guy during walking video in about 3 weeks. I'm gonna fly out to LA, kick him in his ass, and fly back home. Okay. But it's to help people.
Talk about it. I'll talk
Buddha,
about
bullshit. Buddha bullshit. A half hour a day ain't gonna hurt you. You got to get out. You got to charge. You got to charge the car, Buddha. Do you not?
I'll tell you off camera.
Tell me off camera. Okay, you tell me off camera. I'm fly to LA, bro. You know what? Hold on a minute. Y'all talk for a second. I gotta check something real quick.
No, bro.
Which closest airport to you?
None.
Pasadena.
Steven, what's the closest airport to Buddha?
The Ontario.
God damn
Ontario?
It.
Okay.
I'm getting dogs.
Okay. No. You're gonna get more than dogs. Hey, Grok. How much is a flight from Fort Lauderdale Airport to Ontario Airport in LA, California? Cheap flight, goddammit. I ain't rich.
All right, let's hunt for some dirt cheap flights.
I need the Buddha special.
All right, hunting for the cheapest flight from FLL to Ontario. Let's see what we got. Right now, the cheapest you can snag is about $80 one way from Fort Lauderdale, FLL to Ontario, ONT, with Frontier. Yeah, that's the ultra budget Buddha special.
$80?
Probably will stop somewhere like Denver or Vegas.
Bruh, $80 to fly out and kick you in your ass.
That's what Brandon said.
That's the same amount to fill up my car right now.
80, yeah, right? You can fly. I can fly to California so you can fill up your car. Bro, how sad is that though? Think about that though. How sad?
Well, you got to wait in line for 8 hours.
It'd be worth it though, man, to go see these guys, bro.
Did you see the wait times at the airport though?
Bro, Fort Lauderdale, anybody in South Florida, man, y'all know down here in South, don't even go to Fort Lauderdale Airport. Don't even do it. Just don't do it. Forget the line once you're in the building. It's an hour to get into the airport. Whether you're coming off for my local peeps, whether you're coming off US 1 or coming off Perimeter Road, bro, it's an hour to get in there. It's crazy.
Because people are probably leaving instead. I mean, as much as coming and going, they're also just leaving. Like, dude, I'm not gonna. I came here. I'm gonna leave. I gotta go. I can't wait.
I drive wherever I gotta go. Scott says $80. That's just 2 rides for it. Yeah, you want me to show you? I can show you. I can show you, Scott.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Vinny, Sergio, Harry, me, Brandon.
I'll fly out
Steven.
too.
Wait. Why would I be around the rideshare guys?
You know, you may never know, they might pop up, you
know.
You didn't meet up with Kyle, did you?
Say what?
You met up with Kyle, right?
No, Kyle came into town, bro, and he was way down south in Miami Beach, South Beach, and then they were going on the cruise, and then they went to Orlando when they came back, and our schedules just didn't line up, and believe me, bro, that really bothered me. But the same thing with Steve. Steve was down here to do a job, and, you know, y'all just show up when y'all got bad timing. What the fuck? What can I tell you?
Bro.
Yeah. I mean, I go out to California sometimes too, and I don't see anybody. I mean, dude, you know, when I go out for production, man, all that stuff gets booked.
You don't go for
me too, and it's not like they try and it's
not like it's a vacation.
No, and I mean, like, they would be cool if I want to stay an extra day. I could tell the office booker for either the pyrotechnics or the laser companies that I work for. I could tell them that I want to stay an extra day. They're not going to pay for my hotel or anything, but right. they would still pay my flight home and figure that out. But when they just throw me here's the bid, here's the offer, do you want to take this? I usually am just looking at it as the job, and I'm usually not in any kind of vacation headspace or anything. I go there, I work, I get the job done. Production days are long, and I'm usually just ready to go home.
So Torp says here, I keep getting told by YouTube anything over 8 minutes is basically gold for monetization. But here's the thing. So you still got to deal with your CPM, your RPM, right? So whatever that number is, it used to be a 50-50 split. Now it's like 65-35, right? When you look at the numbers, it used to be high click-through rate and video retention, right? Yep. First 30 seconds, you know, on average, in my back, you know, in my back office, in my analytics, on average, I still have 68% people watching after the first 30 seconds across the board. All my videos, 68%, when the average is like 45% or something.
I did talk to YouTube at Podcast Movement about a few things, but I did talk to him about the members thing, because I really wanted clarity on that, and they dead on clarified it right at their desk in front of other people, all the members, like straight up, dude. Yes, it's true. If you have members channel to make you more money, they're actually like, so if you drop a new video, but you dropped a members video a week ago, the new video that you drop, they're going to push your members video up in the rank, and not like it. Your new video that you just dropped would be under it. So if you kept scrolling, somebody'd find it, but they really want somebody to keep. So if you only have one members video, people are going to look at it. And I told them, I think that's a bad idea, because it's going to make people not want to, they're going to go, I don't know, I heard he dropped a good video, I don't want to be a member. What is this? They're going to get confused.
Well, when I started, remember, I cut my memberships out, right?
Me too.
But Buddha, no, I got them back now, because and I'll explain to you in a minute what I'm doing with this channel. Okay. And this is per Gemini. I trust Gemini, right? When Buddha was a member or had a membership or something like that, I think he had one of your guest memberships, because Steve is the guy, bro. Steve drops memberships all the time. It's just what he does, you know. All that curry money. Anyway, Buddha, I did a video, members only. Buddha thought it was fucking phenomenal. Said, bro, you got to make this live. I said, I don't want to make those videos live, because it's not for everybody. You know, and sometimes on a members only video, you can get a little more, what's the right word, Buddha? Honest?
Authentic?
Like,
off the books.
Off the cuff.
I mean, people, listen, I'm the same way. I don't necessarily want to hear the truth all the time. Right? I don't want to always
that was a bang. I still remember that fucking video. I even put it on Twitter. Like, man, this is a fucking banger 10 out of 10 video because
I appreciate
the shit that Vinny was saying, even though me and Vinny disagree on a lot of things, but
just
on
on
video,
Donald Trump.
bro, on that video, bro.
But the point is,
like, stamp of approval on that shit, bro.
But if you make it public, then it can either hurt you or help you. And now YouTube is now moving to Steve, and Buddha. You guys, chat. Have you guys ever seen the movie The Circle with Tom Hanks?
No.
I've never.
If you want to do YouTube, if you want to understand what YouTube is doing today, you need to go back and watch the movie The Circle with Tom Hanks. And yes, Tom Hanks is one of Steve's favorite people that he mentioned a couple of days ago. He's one of those guys, right? But that movie, The Circle, is all. Did you guys hear that Meta and Google just got sued? They just lost a lawsuit in the UK for what you call it? There was a court in the UK that found them negligible for making their platforms addictive. And so I see this on Twitter. I see this on Twitter this morning, and I'm like, well, that's true. It's not a lie. Where's the lie? They make it addictive. Buddha, you got TikTok?
Yep.
Okay, when you get on TikTok, bro, and you're sitting there on your phone, how many times do you sit there and watch every single video that pops up on your screen? Or you're like, nope.
I'm like 80%. Yeah, I watch all the videos.
Okay. That's the addiction. That's why the first 30 seconds means so much. That's why the first 30 seconds is so important on YouTube. Because people now are so used to doing a short where they're like, they look at the person like, nope, she got saggy titties. Nope, she ain't big enough. Nope, she's too big. Nope, that's a dude. See ya. Boop. And that's what happens. Nope, that's wrong color. Nope, wrong size.
Retention rate, if you have a good retention rate with YouTube videos or with anything, and you have people watching you, is a blessing, bro. Because a lot of people are so short. What do you call it? They just scroll. The attention span is very small nowadays.
But that's what's happening. So there was a movie on Netflix called The Social Dilemma, right? You go see this, 2 movies, bro. If you really want to know,
I just looked up The Circle, man. I can't believe I had never heard of it. 2017 with Tom Hanks and Emma Watson. Emma Watson too. Yeah, okay.
It's a phenomenal movie.
Yeah. It says privacy, surveillance, social media, ethics, and potential for technology to control society.
Now, couple that movie.
I'm interested, man. I'll go watch that.
Couple that movie with the social dilemma documentary, and you've got YouTube, Amazon, Uber. You got all of it in a nutshell right there. The playbook is right there. All of it is. What did Sergio call it? And he called it gamification. And what did Professor Lin call this? Shitification, right? But that's all it is. That's everything across the board with side hustles. That's everything. They get you hooked. You make X amount of dollars, and now you become dependent on it, and now you can't get away from it, and now you got to keep going down the ladder to make it all work. There it is in a nutshell.
Gig junkies.
You know why?
Hey, bro, that's a scary movie, dog. Fuck that.
No, I meant like a reality show. Like, just follow us around.
Hey, Vinny put me onto that movie with The Truman Show.
The Truman Show.
Yeah.
Everybody forgets The Truman Show.
I don't know about The Truman Show until you mentioned
could you,
it. And
could you imagine?
Like, what the fuck?
Could you imagine if this thing was in your face 24/7? Watching everything you do?
No, hidden. It was hidden.
But that's what I'm saying. You got this whole, everything you do.
Or Buddha, I'm going to blow your mind here. Could you imagine if we're all in The Truman Show?
Well,
Shut the
Well.
shut the okay. Where the
Well,
fuck all of
well, the Matrix is the Matrix, right?
See,
Yeah.
I never watched The Matrix until
You ate
months
the blue
ago.
pill.
Yeah, he did.
You did watch it. You just ate the blue pill and went back into it.
No. I have not watched it. I knew
Yep,
the
so you
premise of
know.
it, but dude, that shit is a crazy ass movie, bro.
So you know
what did
prequel-
what did they say? You what's it called? Some people are so indoctrinated into the system they'll fight to keep it in place.
Yeah.
100%.
Dude,
That's
Look
why
at
they're
the
able to turn into
yeah,
agents in the first
scene
place.
when the
Look at
two of them are
Democrats.
the scene
He
when the two of
explains
them are
exact-
sitting there. Yeah. And they're looking at each other across, and it's a nasty room and stuff. And he's like, "Which bill do you want?"
Good morning. Hey, where is
And
accounting?
as
Tom
long as
anyway? Is he still at
they
work?
they just need to know that they have a choice at a near subconscious level.
That's what that isn't that what
That's
the
from the
Truman Show did?
Yeah. Good morning, good evening, and good night.
Bro, and then he just dips out. He fucking dips out through the little door. Oh my god, that shit is
People just, it's amazing that. And now here's the other part to this, guys. Like, you could be the most honest, authentic, sincere person in the world, and it's like I told Buddha something I heard, a while ago. If I get 100 people that I fuck with, that fuck with me, I'm good. I'll take 100 subs. I'll take 100 views on anything I do online, and I'll be okay with that. I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
Because I know it's going to be a real community. It's going to be a real interaction. It's not going to be no bullshit. You gotta be.
You were telling people just to start a YouTube channel. Yeah, they should if they want to, but you got to love it.
Yeah, you got to want to do it.
If you're like, I'm just going for the money on this, I think I got the angle. That's not. You're not.
Nope,
gonna,
not it.
You got it. You got to love it.
I hate when Steven always shows me videos because I always say that I'll post, and then he's like, and then I always tell him like, man, I just gotta get another camera. I need to get a camera or get better equipment. And then he shows me a video like, you don't need all that shit. Use the shit you got, and I'm like, fuck off. Bro,
oh man.
And then I spiral down.
Buddha knocked my camera down. Oh, Buddha, you knocked my camera down, Buddha.
Sorry, bro.
No, you're speaking truth, bro. Speaking truth. Speaking truth, man. That's the bottom line.
You saw the video I posted on Twitter, bro?
My guy Jeff, he's doing good, bro. Jeff's doing good over there. Now there's another part to it, right? So Jeff transitioned from making Jeep videos. All of us was cool for a while. I'm okay with Jeff, I haven't talked to him in a minute, but then Jeff went on and did his own thing.
But Jeff was on here for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Jeff went off, he did his own thing. And then, and then he's transitioned from the gig space. I mean, he built his channel really nice. Yeah. He went from the gig space into the baby mama drama stuff. Right? But no, and there's
no matter what Jeff does, is if he loves it, he'll draw the community.
He'll draw the crowd. He's got that enthusiasm, right? He's got that persona
because he was and I talked to Jeff too, and like he was losing it for the gig stuff beyond losing it. He was like, dude, this is a waste of my time.
This shit is toxic.
Right. I mean, and that's why, I'm still doing it, but I'm doing it from a different viewpoint. But if I was just putting a bag in a door, I'd be done. I would change my channel and do something else.
Well, see now, and that brings me to right here, what I've been doing, why I haven't been posting on this channel is because it takes 60 to 90 days to reset your channel. So you want to clear the algorithm, right? If you're like, we all know Uberman Randy, right? Went from Uberman to auto auction rebuilds. That shit didn't happen overnight.
Uberman Chicago?
No, the original Uberman.
Okay.
Randy Shear out of Oklahoma.
Okay.
He was the original Uberman. He was the original YouTuber for Uber, right? Everybody watched him, bro. Everybody. He would go out. He would record at 2:00 in the morning from the bars. He had the little Prius. Then he had, I think it was called Big Blue, which was like a Dodge van or something, right? Big Blue van or whatever. And he was, bro, he built
a pet. Just kidding.
Interesting. There he is. He's trying to get me in trouble. And then he went and he realized, right? He did some shit with Uber and he made some money. Him, Calvin, the simple driver, and there was somebody else. It might have been Harry. It might have been Harry. I don't know. Uber paid these guys like 10 grand to make a video. And they interviewed, like Randy flew out to New York to interview the person from the East Coast, right? Don't hold me to account on Harry. I don't know if Harry was one of the guys. But I know it was Calvin did it. Randy did it, and somebody else. Anyway, the point is, Randy saw the writing on the wall, bro. And he got out of that and he started doing auto auction rebuilds. I don't even know how many subs auto auction rebuilds has now. But Buddha, can you look that up?
I'm looking up auto auction rebuilds.
Yeah, how many subs?
I'm looking at his thing right now, and he's like around 11 years ago, he was like real money, real expectations, real talk. Driving for Uber Part 2.
Yep, it was Uberman.
Choosing a car for use with Uber, Lyft, etc. plus some 5-star tips. 11 years ago, and it's like 108,000 views, and like he's like doing like all these like commercial Uber stuff, like Uber style commercial things right here.
He was the original Uberman. That's what I'm trying to tell you. How many subs does that channel have right now?
Right now, we are looking at 552,000 subscribers.
Bro, when he was running Uber, he had like 40,000. He had like 40,000.
So it's the same channel, and he transitioned. So what are the if you're on that channel, what does his views look like?
The fucking phenomenal.
12 hours ago, 32K.
Okay.
2 days ago, 44K, 42K, 33K, 54, 40, like around the 40,000 average.
And obviously, it would be less, but Vinny, when he was his old handle, what was he still like doing really good?
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. He was doing good.
So he always did good.
Well, yeah. Well, he was doing good because of what it was. Remember when he was doing it?
Oh, what the fuck?
9, 10, 11 years ago.
Guy.
Yeah.
But I didn't know he was an Uber guy.
His original channel name. The original channel name was Uberman. That was his channel name.
Okay.
He was the original, bro. He was the first one.
You know what?
And when he saw the writing on the wall, he said, "Fuck this. I'm getting up out of this shit." And he transitioned his channel. So one of the things when you start going down the rabbit hole with YouTube channels, right? Listen, I'm at 4,700 subs. That's nothing to laugh at. But it got, you guys know me. You guys on here know me, right? I got this shit got so toxic for me. Like, got bad. Like I was ready to choke shit.
Members only.
Bro, I was ready to just like, because at that time.
Which part? Because there's so many parts.
Bro, I was ready to just.
Which part was getting to you the most? So I'm saying.
Uber, fucking Uber. Dara Khosrowshahi standing there on CNBC smiling. Oh yeah, our Uber driver partners, and yeah, they're making more money now. Bitch, they're working 5 times longer at the week to make the same money. It was getting toxic. The infighting. Uber channels, this channel going at that channel, that channel going at this channel.
But that was all for clout, bro.
Oh my God, for what?
Bro,
for what?
And then
you said a good thing in a text to me today. Gurus.
Listen. I'm not trying to call your boy out in California. He's been on your show a couple of times, and I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure he knows who I'm talking about. I'm sure he's a nice guy, right? But let's be honest. How are you going to sit there and tell people, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this? But if you sign up, use my fucking referral code.
Or don't sign up.
You know what I mean? If you're going to tell somebody not to do something, and you got your whole thing, like in the beginning, he was straight, man. I was with him, bro. I even threw some money at that greatest of all time fucking rideshare app he supposedly was going to build. But the point is, and I'm not trying to single him out because there's a ton of It's a ton of people out here, bro. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They lie. Same thing in the trading world, bro. I trade every day. I am busting my ass on the stock market, right? Trying to learn how to
you
get
say
this.
that because when you said guru in the text, I immediately, I don't know if you'll know about this, but I immediately thought of the Iraqi dinar scam. People sell the Iraqi dinar. It's not a recognized currency since.
Oh, yeah.
And a bunch of it go like, dude, they use that for toilet paper over there. They use American money and credit cards over there. Like that is, it goes into pillows over there. Like it's pillow stuffing. The dinar is not worth a damn.
When I was
like
driving
sterling, whatever, they'll sell you thousands of dollars of this, and they don't call it a collectible. They call it an investment. And technically, if you look it up, the Iraqi dinar on Forex is not dead. Neither is the Vietnamese dong, and neither is the Zimbabwe Zim. But you can get $1 trillion Zimbabwe Zim for $1, and you're investing in case one day their inflation goes down. Kidding me, dude. Your currency's crap, dude. It's toilet paper.
You wouldn't mind. I don't know what the Venezuelan.
But there's gurus
that
they're all over that sell this crap. Is my point.
But it's across the board.
Oh, dude, you got to buy it, and you got to listen to us every week, and we're going to tell you where it's. We're gonna clean up here soon, guys. Buy more and buy it through Sterling with our code,
bro. They all do the same thing. Like I started to say, I trade every morning. There were a bunch of guys that I would watch in the morning to trade with, right? And then you just start to notice this motherfucker. He ain't making no money from trading. He's making money from people using his link to get a prop firm account or to do the Weebles. Like, look, we do links. I promote shit that I believe in. Yeah. If I believe in it, I'll promote it. Yeah. But if I don't believe it, I'm not just going to do it just to do it. I mean, that's just lying to people, bro.
No, and if I'm trying a new app, let's say, I'll tell you I'm trying a new app and it's going well for me. I'm not going to endorse it yet, but I'll tell you exactly what's happening with me. I'm trying it. I've tried it for 2 weeks. It's been going good. I'm probably in the honeymoon period, though. It probably will fail me soon.
Right. There's a guy. I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about. There's a guy out of New York City. He's worked his way up. He's a black car driver now out there. He goes live every day. Every day he goes live out of New York. Young guy. And what I appreciate about his videos, and every now and then I'll just throw them up on one of my screens because, I do the same thing with you. I do the same thing with Buddha. Who?
The Bengali guy? The one in the black car?
Yeah, he's got a black car. I'm not sure. He's from Middle East somewhere. Huh?
No, he's Bengali. Yeah, he does YouTube live streams all day in the
all
black
day.
truck.
Right. And so now every now and then, if I come across it and if I'm here in the office, I'll go ahead and throw his video up. I don't listen to it, but I'll throw it up to support him, try to get him his views and shit like that. I do that for everybody. Right. I listen. I do that for everybody.
Thing, man. That's just the kindness.
I'll throw it up and let him play and try to support. Right. But I'd rather do that than listen to half these banana heads on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather do it because that guy's real. He's out there. He's doing it. He's showing it. He's not hiding it. He's not trying to sell you a bag of goods. He doesn't have a course he wants to sell you. When Eddie told me
you're doing a grind, he's doing his grind, and you're just kind of going.
He bought the professor's course. He bought the professor's course when he first got into Rideshare. He bought Ross Cameron's trading course when he first got. Eddie's a smart guy, dude. Eddie's not a dummy. Right? His $5 ebook was worth buying. But $150 course, a $5,000 course, what the? Are you kidding me?
The hood Bibles, the fraud Bibles.
Come on, bro. Come on. Richie Hustles is telling me about this thing called Viral View for Amazon, right? Amazon influencers, they use it, and it would pull their data and help them and sign them up for this. And it sounded good until 2 weeks ago. Now none of that shit is worth a damn. But that's $80 a month. And I was arguing with Richie. I said, bro, I only got like 225 videos. What the fuck? It's not worth $80 a month to me. Because in order for me to pay for something, it's got to have a 10x return on it. If I can't make 10x on my money, it's not worth me investing. That's it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm running my mouth a little too much. I don't know what's going to happen with YouTube. So anyway, back to YouTube, guys. I haven't been posting. The last video I put out on YouTube on this channel, video, not live stream, was the glitch video when we lost Premiere here in Florida or across the country. That's the last one. That's by design. That's not by laziness. Believe me, I'm chomping at the bit.
Right.
But I have to reset the channel. And because I have 4 channels, plus a 5th channel I can't tell you all about, because I have 4 channels, right? YouTube will put all those channels and mix them up. And it's like, so this feeds into this and this feeds into this. And then you start seeing videos on one channel start to fade into another channel. I'm talking about stuff that you would watch. And I'm like, I don't want this over here. So now I got to go and don't recommend. Then go back over here. And I'm like, okay, now I got to go find it again because it cross batches all of it together. So in order to clear the mechanism, to clear the chamber, to start from scratch on this channel, right? To make it a live only channel. And that's basically what I want to do with this channel. Just make it live, just have live streams. They say live stream is a $300 billion a year business. Steve, did you know that?
On
live
YouTube?
streaming across the board on all platforms. Live streaming is a $300 billion
See, again, a change that's happened because when I first came here, that's all I did. I didn't even know you were supposed to drop videos. I just live streamed. And at that time, it wasn't a big deal. Like that wasn't what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Well, podcasts didn't used to rule the world on YouTube. So.
Yeah.
Right? Well, remember when podcast was just
my
podcast
is through the roof, man. I'm getting 13. I'm getting about, like, I don't know. I'm getting about 14,000 downloads audio a month.
That's phenomenal, bro. That's phenomenal.
I mean, from doing Rideshare Garage, what that means. It took years to get there.
Yeah. And that's just it. And people can listen to it on the go, or they can download it, listen to it when they're in the shower, listen to it when their wife is in their ear.
And most of the people with players have the auto download the next episode. Then once it's played, it deletes it out.
Right.
So if they set that, it's perfect because then that's like a sub that's going to automatically download the podcast.
Right. Well, here's the bottom line to it all, man. Nobody knows what YouTube's going to do, what Amazon's going to do. But if you're going to get into this game, into the YouTube game, into the streaming game, you got to bring it from your heart. Be authentic, keep it real. Don't worry about it, man. I saw somebody say about 2 months ago, they said, oh, subs don't matter. Don't worry about subs. Only worry about views. If you never get to 1,000 subs, you'll never get monetized on AdSense. Bro, you got to get to 1,000 subs. It does matter. After 1,000, it might not matter. But you got to get to that first 1,000. And it's not easy today. It's not easy today.
Unless you buy your subscribers.
Well, you know what?
So your hope is to not do any videos and just to live stream your morning trade, or is that on
my hope? The reason why I'm live streaming isn't because I know what the fuck I'm doing in the market. I'm learning, bro. I'm learning. Right.
Dude, I always miss it because you're Eastern and I'm Mountain, but I've been trying to like get into that because I wanted you actually like you talk about things that I've never really played the market, just to be transparent here.
Right.
Like that's just not, I can look at it and I understand it, charts and all that, but I really wanted to, I watch you doing things that sometimes in passing, I'm like, damn, dude, I need to catch that live.
No, listen, I was doing well with options before my heart attack. And then my world fell apart after the heart attack. So when I tell you just barely breathing right now, financially, it's like I can breathe. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to overcome. People don't understand that. It's a lot to overcome.
That's huge,
especially
right now,
especially at a young age.
Breathe.
Oh yeah.
I mean, every day I read the news. Like, dude, things are just. I'm not trying to be pessimist, but things are just going.
Bro, you know how
it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter.
Every day I wake up, I practice gratitude, bro.
Yeah.
I thank God every day I wake up, man. Every day. And I get it, man. I see people go through it. People that are close to me, people I love, I see them going through it.
Yeah.
And you
family, friends. I'm
family and friends.
I'm right
dude, there's some people right now I ain't spoke to in a while. because they got a fucking problem for every solution. And they don't understand that, as long as you keep your mind, and I mean this with all my heart, if you keep your mind in the shit, you're going to stay in the shit.
Yep. Stay sharp.
I know, because I stunk.
Yeah.
Like I stunk.
Stay sharp, man.
I stunk.
Stay sharp.
So my whole thing with the channel now is I'm just trying to help people, show them that you're not stuck. Doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. Doesn't matter where you come from, your color, your race, your religion. None of that bullshit matters. If you want something, you got to keep working at it. You just got to keep working at it. No matter, and don't let nobody kick you off that fucking mountain. You got to work at it. That's it.
What if you kick your own self off that mountain?
Well, that's what but see, Buddha, you're laughing, but that's a real thing, right? Because a lot of people can't pull themselves out. And when somebody tries to help you out, now you got to suck salt a little bit and humble yourself and let that person bring you out. Because if you knew what you was doing, you wouldn't be there to begin with.
I'm telling you, bro. Shit. I always make fun of this because of myself, bro. The way that I bring things, and they're like, a lot of people are like, well, you dig yourself in that hole, you got to get out of it. I'm like, nah, just let me keep digging my hole, bro. Fuck you. You
do got to want to get out of it, though. You do have
Steven,
to.
what are you doing?
Eventually,
what is
right?
Steven doing with YouTube these days?
I haven't been touching YouTube. It's like I told Vinny, I basically came down to like 3 things that I was going to be focusing on. And since the supplement started over in Los Angeles, I've been just focusing on that, utilizing it to eliminate debt. And so once I might be getting a different car here in a few weeks. But being able to eliminate debt and get rid of that Model Y, because I was planning on using that for black and everything like that. So I can get rid of the Model Y, probably end up selling selling Blueberry. But I've just been out working.
Model Y.
Well, I mean,
well, $80, I can be out there tomorrow for $80.
But like you've had a, but I'm asking because you've had a channel. You were doing stuff, like you don't have an urge to do any lives or anything. Like, because
I do have an urge.
You're working all day in California in a market. I'd love to get in your live and be like, Prop 22, Prop 22, Prop.
No, we don't see Jack.
And that's the thing. Like that, the Prop 22 thing has no interest for me. But like technology, I want to get back my main channel, the Tech and Effects channel that's called Tech and Effects now. It used to be Getting to Geek, and I was talking about technology, and people they were really into the content. More so than I thought, but to a certain extent expected. And now YouTube is kind of completely changed in the sense of production quality for videos and whatnot, but still there's so much information out there that can be broken down and explained and be useful to entertaining to viewers. And I definitely want to get back into that space, but that, like I was telling Vinny, that all comes after. Right now I'm using sweat equity to get rid of, built up debt. And so as long as I can do that, because I don't know how long the supplement's going to last. I don't know how long, so right now it's like laser in, focus on this, get myself to a better position. And then
like,
I have a bunch
working
more
crazy hours and stuff.
Exactly. I mean, literally, my wife's like, when are we going to go on vacation? When are we going to do this? When are we going to do that? I'm like, it's like, until all this stuff is taken care of, I'm like, I'm not even thinking.
I mean, just tell her it's going to have to be after April 17th, since DoorDash said that's when the war ends.
So, but I enjoy the game. I actually have some new equipment I haven't even had a chance to really play around with and everything. Because I was telling Vinny, I want to, like, my apartment. I've been talking to my dad about renting a house. So putting our rents together to rent a house and because I want an office, an actual space away from everything else that's dedicated, dedicated to being able to work there. But I know I won't be able to work there until I eliminate the debts, like I said. So I'm down to 2 things. I've got the car and I've got one other debt. And but it's been going very well for me. It's still going to take some time. It's still going to take, I don't know. I'm looking at a time frame, maybe another 10 to 15 weeks, and I'll be completely done with what I'm trying to do.
And see, Steve, what he just said is so important because he's got his game plan.
Yeah, no, that's why I asked him. That's why I asked him.
He's got his game plan. Tom, welcome to the show. Tom, about
What's up,
time
Tom?
you got here, brother.
America's
I know, right?
darkest hustler, by the way.
Yeah, he comes up with this stuff, bro, and I just, and then I felt bad last week because I had that fraudulent slip when I called him, somebody's uncle. And I was like, oh, man. And I felt bad about that shit in the worst way. And then he comes on here and he's like, I'm the Hershey bar of the Off the Clock podcast. What the hell are you trying to say, Vinny?
Bro,
that's my brother.
Counting
Man. That's
Tom's
my brother
humor,
from
bro. When we're doing this and then he gets, every time Accounting Tom pulls up, I always want to see what his creative ass says on the corner, bro.
But Thomas is another one. Thomas is another guy that's been focused, hell bent on this path, and like Steven, he's getting after it.
Dude, I was gonna say his work ethic is
I'm on this side. I know it's darker over there, but I'm over here.
Yeah, no, I never get that. I never get that right, dude.
Oh man, here we go.
But
Eddie's
actually,
the same way.
You're that way too. If you keep going and come back out the other side.
Right. So here, let me move y'all around a little bit. There you go.
Right.
Here you go. Is that better?
No, I got it.
I think I got everybody situated now. No, wait a minute.
No.
Yeah, I think. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Thomas right
now
here.
We'll put Buddha. We'll put Buddha. What was that? Hollywood Squares. There it is. Thomas the Hollywood Square.
Yeah.
Center Square.
But Tom has a hell of a work ethic, man.
Dude.
I mean,
I think all of us do because we have to. We don't have a choice. But
bro, have you seen his YouTube shorts, bro? He's being there like, I got another job and fuck that job, and then he goes and he's like talks so nicely about his previous job, and then he's like, thank you for everything, but I gotta bounce. Like, okay.
Well,
bro.
In answer to what you were saying, Steve.
Bro, people want to see realistic shit.
Dude, the ride along in the mornings is crazy.
Dude, he be saying some shit that's like, bro, 99% of people can relate to what he's saying. That's why he's Uncle Tom everywhere to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
But Steve,
I ain't calling him that. No, I'm not calling him that.
You have to get through the hard work so that you can get to your fun work. And that's
dude,
and
it's so funny you just said that because I've been pulling back out a term I've used for forever, and I haven't been using it lately. I've been using it the last 2 podcasts. You got to go through it to get to it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
100%.
My live streams in the morning, the ride along, they get crazy. For that little 20-minute drive, it gets crazy.
I was on the live stream one day of my buddy Nick, right? Remember Nick Williams? Mm-hmm. He still live streams here and there sometimes.
Yeah.
Bro, he was getting cooked, bro. That fucking chat, bro, on those live streams be so horrific, bro, in the morning, bro. They be clowning, bro. And I'm like, fuck, bro.
Well, half of those people in the chat, they're just from another country, just trying. That's what they're trying to do.
Like I was live streaming one day, and then the fool says, "Hey, how come you don't get your ass and start doing Uber delivery so you could walk and lose some weight?" I'm like, you know what?
I'll be right back.
Let's do it. So I go on Uber Eats and I turn that bitch on, and I'm like, see, I'll go do this ride for $5. Let me go walk. And then he's like, damn, I didn't think you were actually gonna do.
That's it. That's it.
It's so funny. Bro, it's so funny, bro, because Nick doesn't let that shit, like the comments, get to him, and me, I don't let it get to me because we all have thick skin, But like that shit, they be on some shit, bro. When they be on those
Bro,
live streams, like damn,
again,
bro.
you got to keep it a buck. Now, normally when I get up in the morning, I got a one button. Eventually, I'm gonna do a video, show everybody what I got going on here once I finish this off. But and then that means I'm gonna have Thomas at my front door, like trying to whoop my ass. Like, Vinny, what the hell you got going on over there?
Right,
bro. I call all this the event horizon. All right.
Yeah.
Them 3-letter words out the government ain't got shit on me here. Anyway, the point is that I hit one button. I hit one button in the morning, and all 4 screens light up with something on it. And the YouTube one, and who's the first thing I see on the YouTube in the morning? Thomas.
7 a.m., 7:30.
Every morning.
Every morning.
YouTube opens up on its own. It's a little thing I got set up with the StreamYard, and boop, there's Thomas right there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, baby, he's on. And she's like, uh-oh. I got to put on the headphones. She don't like to hear that language in the morning, you know.
Right.
But hey, bro, I'm so happy for you. I am so happy for you that you're getting after it. You know, now if we get boot, listen, I found out tonight, $80, bro. You and I can fly out to LA, kick Buddha in his ass so he can start walking again.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna go to Steven's house. We're gonna pick up the black Model Y, and then we're gonna drive back.
Right.
Panda, bro, you about to take Panda?
Hey, listen, let me tell you, if you're still in this game, you better find a way to minimize your costs. Yeah. Dead serious, bro. You better find a way to minimize your costs. Everybody still messes. Well, not everybody. Some people still like to poke fun at me because I did the drive whip for 2 years. It was like, oh man, you could have bought a car. You could have done. No, I couldn't. It was what it was for what I needed at the time. It served its purpose. Yeah. Right. Sometimes you got to listen. It costs to be the boss. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. And then when the opportunity presented itself, okay, my better half said, look, let's go. We went. Yeah. Right. And you better find a way to minimize your costs, whether it's paying down debt or not. Make sure the shit you gotta have is secured. Home,
I was making fun of Vinny for renting, and everybody there goes me renting a Model Y. Yeah. But like it says, it's serving a purpose. Ever since Vinny said that shit that his grandma told him about, you miss one month,
it'll take you 3 months to catch up.
And it kicked me in my ass, bro, because I was like, fuck, I had a choice, bro. I had a choice to either pay my bill of my car payment or put a deposit on the rental car. I chose the rental car, which I shouldn't have. Financially, I should have just paid my bill and called it a day. But I was like, I'm gonna take that risk and then don't tell nobody, and keep it on the low, on the wraps. Bro, from my bank account being like this, on the decline, negative sometimes, bro, we is like that with the rental because it's serving its purpose. It's brought me back to places where, man, I haven't seen that much money in my bank like in a while, bro. Because it's serving that purpose, and I'm like Steven said, I'm riding that wave until there's no more wave no more.
You gotta cut out these days. You gotta cut out all your auto subscriptions. People forget to. I mean, you see those Rocket Money commercials. So I'm not even trying to plug something like that. I'm talking deeper than that. Like everything. Yeah. Look at everything you're paying for. Because if you don't need it these days, you get rid of it. You shouldn't have it.
It's gotten to the point where you don't even know, right? You just go into your.
You just get account, You just get used to dude. This time of month, I lose $500. Why? I don't know. I'm so busy to look, but you gotta look. Yeah. You gotta.
And sometimes you like to turn the blind eye, But I said, fuck it. I'm leaving that bank account that I had, and got another bank account, because I like Vinny uses AI. I used AI, and I told AI, hey, what do you think I should do? Because they're like, oh, we looked at your finances, and it says that you've been paying Bank of America fees for no reason that were $600 a year for fees.
Were they called that? No reason fees?
They were called
Yeah, right.
maintenance fees or some shit.
Right.
The maintenance
I think it'd be
fees.
classic if they just called it that.
At that point, they should.
I'd like to
right?
cancel my no reason fee.
Yeah, and it's like there's like certain things that it found that I just blind eyed it, right? Because it was like a $5, $10 here, $15 there. It's never like $180 big chunks. It'll just under 20, 20, 10, 5,
Yeah, but
5,
that shit
10,
adds
20.
up.
And it starts adding up, and it found it, and it says your account, pretty much your bank account is compromised with shit that you don't even know how to take off, or the fees are killing you. Go with SoFi Bank. So I said, okay, SoFi doesn't have monthly fees, those fees that traditional banks have, because I don't get direct deposit all the time. And bro, oh my god, it's a fresher breath there now that I don't feel
You can breathe.
like, choked, because fuck, I've been paying nonsense fees for a while now, and like, those $600 a year fees
Nonsense
times,
fees.
bro, like for 5 years, that's a lot of money.
Shit,
That
yeah.
just-
Market's tumbling a little
you
bit
know?
too. Futures right now are dropping a little bit.
So
I've been
Oil's
saying that for the past week
Oil's trying to run back up.
about
See,
that.
y'all are over here. Just I want chat to see this, and then I'm gonna take it right away. Okay, but I want chat to see what's on one of my screens right now. Okay.
Okay.
I got to do it. Right. This is always on, no matter what. This is always on over here.
Yeah.
That's on this screen over
Yeah,
here.
that's why I see
Always.
you doing it in the morning. That's why I'm always like, damn it, I'm not on Eastern Standard Time. I'm up early though. I do get out doing curries. It's still dark out and stuff, but by the time I'm kind
So
of
here's oil, right? Here's oil, here's ES, here's NQ. These are just futures. The only reason I mention that is because that's a 23-hour a day market.
Right.
Right? And whatever happens now is going to damn sure dictate to a point, not a lot, to a point what's going to happen tomorrow morning. So you just got to kind of be anyway. But Booty, you were saying you used AI to start to balance your budget and get your finances in order, right? Steve's saying the same thing. If you don't need it, go find it. If you're getting hit for these extra shits, get rid of them. You don't need them.
Yeah, I've been saying that all week.
Yeah.
I even said it on the ride along today. I was like, I don't have any of those subscriptions. I got a burner account.
Yeah. Yeah, it's when you got like another credit card or something though too, and you just kind of you just always pay it off, and you're not, you really gotta. I mean, I've been even guilty of this myself. You get just busy with life. I raised my son on my own. There was just me 24/7. Now he's in college, but you just get busy sometimes, and you get a bill. You're like, okay, I just have to pay it. I don't care, just pay it. But you got to dive into those things and see what you're. Do you have auto subscriptions going? Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things, we all know this. There's some things that don't let you buy something unless you get on the auto renewal plan, and you can't cancel it until the first year's up. It's like they're lying to you coming into it. Like, dude, we're gonna scam you, and you're basically gonna have to pay for 2 years. Why? Because you have to do auto renew, and you can't cancel it till the second or until you auto renewed once. What?
And you want
I have to pay for 2 years.
You want to go into a deeper rabbit hole on that one. That's why a lot of people fucking torrent shit. People. Like Photoshop. You can always buy the Adobe suite, but you can always get it.
Right, you can get a bootleg copy.
Yeah, you can get the bootleg copy, the same shit. Yeah,
a lot of Adobe stuff's gone online and stuff though too.
Yeah, because I tell people the first thing you want to do before you start a budget is to do an audit. Find out where the money is going and how it's going.
Because if you don't know.
Yeah, because I tell people all the time, I said, now that these corporations know that humans value animals more than humans, there's people running around here living in their car and they got 3 cats and a dog.
Yes, sir.
Because I look at it like this: if you value a dog more than a human, I can make a bag of dog food $150 and you will pay it.
And you will pay it. 100%.
You will pay it. I was
unless they can go down the road and get one for 30.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
And you
but
know
then-
that's some crazy shit, bro. Because if
No,
you
it's the
ever
truth.
been to LA, everybody makes fun of Skid Row for being all the
That's
homeless
what it
people,
is.
right?
Tokyo just opened. Okay.
But then you go to Skid Row and you see brand new Benzes, freaking
Well,
Bentleys. I seen a Rolls Royce down there one time just parked there. And I'm like, what are these? I was telling the guy, because I was doing a curry and they're building a new building there. And I'm like, bro, why are these fancy cars down here? He's like, people would rather have that fancy ass car than an apartment building.
that's right.
Dude, there's our skid.
True.
We've got a few Skid Rows too because of the situation over the past couple
Shout
of
out
years.
to Kofax, you know.
But dude, like, yeah, but there's one where there's now like, and it's not that old. There and people have like made TikToks about it. There's like a Hummer there that looks pretty damn new that has no wheels that's sitting on trash like a teeter totter.
Right.
And they're like, look at what somebody gave the crackheads. Like I've seen it on TikTok. I'm like,
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you. I grew up with that, man. I couldn't understand. I was like, man, I know everybody around here is broke. But boy, that caddy on 30s and cuts was coming down the road, banging, boom, 3 gorillas in the back, boom, 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 boom. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I let some of my hood out? I'm sorry. I didn't
No.
let my hood
No,
out.
dude.
The same thing I
In
do.
Detroit, I was always
30s
amazed
and cuts,
in
trues and bows,
Detroit.
baby.
If you saw boots thrown over the power lines
Of
into
course,
an alley,
yes.
that meant heroin, and sneakers meant cocaine. And the people, like, dude, this was crazy to me. People would take like literal like 110 like super thick, like extension cords and go hardwire into the electric
light post. Yeah.
Because dude, no DTE Detroit Energy would drive down those alleys. No way. No way, dude. They just wouldn't take a reading. Forget it.
You stole power.
Yes, sir.
Have you never
Everybody's done it. Everybody's done it, bro. Everybody's done it.
Everybody
Dude,
has
I see
stolen
people,
cable before.
They'll
too,
get their
bro.
meter taken off their house and they be like, oh, they gone? Bet. Click, click.
Dude, they tried to get to mine like for 2 years. They finally did. I just had to. I started getting really aggravated letters, and it's digital now. Like now it's this like incommunicate. I don't know. They've tapped my house. I don't even know what they're doing.
Bro, it's so crazy you say that, bro, because I know some dudes that they would live in some apartments, and then since apartment complexes are pretty big, so there'll be dudes in the back trying to change the the meter. Instead of going one way, they'll fucking make that shit go reverse and shit. And then they get free energy. And it won't be because it's the hood, bro. So not that many people like to go in
the
there.
workers don't want to come down
Yeah,
there.
because they know that they kill cops in that shit. You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't like to go down there, so they let that shit slide for a couple of months, and then they're like, "All right, now we got to come in there now."
Pre 2008, that's how they busted all the grow rooms in Denver. The people that were illegally growing before it was legal to grow in Colorado was they would just check the meter. If your meter was 10 times the previous tenant, they would be like, "He's growing weed."
Yeah.
We didn't have them problems here because you know why? It was nothing to walk down the side of a house, any house. Pick a house.
Right.
There'd be 12 plants growing right up there wide open, no problems.
Yeah.
Green buds everywhere.
Yeah, same thing with the cable. They'd be like, all right, they'd be doing a little audit. And they'd be like, all right, this house should have one box, but I see it split and it's going to this room, this room, this room.
Bro,
the neighborhood always had the ladder. Somebody always the ladder in the neighborhood.
It's like we all grew up in the same neighborhood.
Bro.
Well, me and you, Steve, grew up in the same
That's called
city.
Peasantville, Steve. Peasantville. Know your lane, bro. Peasantville. That's where we grew up.
Me and Steve grew up in the same city.
Hey, your homies with the dude on the top, and he got that good cable. You be like, hey, bro. Come through, and they got the little splitter going. Your whole house got things.
Radio Shack. Those things were like $10.
Dude, I'm talking about in the old days when cable first started.
Yeah,
my best friend's uncle had cable, and we wanted to watch cable upstairs in his apartment. So I went out. I'm talking about these tools cost money. So I get the little cutter, splice, make the split, run it upstairs, and everything.
The Radio
else.
Shack stuff. You're at Radio Shack and all.
Yeah, and then at first it was cool because even if you didn't have a box, you still could watch things on cable.
Yeah.
Man, once they made this rule that it was like, all right, if you have one box and it's assigned to that TV, so then they made it when his uncle changed the channel downstairs, it changed it upstairs.
Yeah. Man, fuck that shit. I hated it.
Yeah, the old ways were better because it was great.
Thomas, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Because we were talking about these all the side hustles earlier.
Correct.
Which would include YouTube, include Amazon, include all of it's a side hustle, right?
Right.
And you know what? I didn't even look at the poll, man. Let me see. Did anybody even answer the poll?
No, I voted the poll.
Stealing cable for your neighbors.
Okay.
Side hustle.
So we got 12 votes. 12 votes on the poll. I don't know how to show y'all the poll. Well, let me show y'all the poll. No, just let me in the poll. 12 votes on the poll. I thank y'all for voting. Is your side hustle your main income?
Right.
33% said yes. 67% said no. But remember remember what I said earlier, though. Remember what I said earlier when we first started the show? I don't know if Steve was here yet. 60% of the working Americans have a side hustle.
Correct.
They got a full-time job and then a side hustle.
Yep.
And in our poll right now, this unofficial poll,
right,
60% got a side hustle.
Yep.
Not their main income; it's their secondary income. So, Thomas, the question for you is, what are you trying to get out of YouTube?
What I get out of it is I just want to show budgeting is not hard. It's a discipline thing. If you don't have the discipline, you ain't gonna never budget. You'll never save money. You'll live check to check for the rest of your life until you can't work anymore. So what are you trying?
Not what you're giving to YouTube. That's not the question, sir.
Okay.
The question is, what are you trying to get out of YouTube?
Oh, just the community of like-minded individuals who want to work hard, get themselves out of debt, take care of their families, and get over. Not just get by. Getting by is being average. You want to get over and get as far away from the poverty line until you can't see it anymore.
So your main goal is you just want to help. Just want to help people.
Yeah, because I try to tell people, I said, budgeting ain't hard. It's just your ability of wanting to budget is hard.
It's discipline. Here, let me put something up here real quick. I think Buddha saw it, but he disappeared. I'm going to put this up, and I don't know if it's going to cut our volume out or not. I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
It says, in a market full of noise, your edge isn't the data you're given. It's the discipline you keep when the data disappears.
Yeah.
And basically what that's saying is, no matter what's going on, if you stay disciplined, you'll be able to overcome it.
Yeah.
It's like you said, know your budget, know where your money's going. It's like Steve says, right? Stay focused on the goal. It's the journey, the goal. Stay focused on it. And so I just think that's interesting that's what you're looking for out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because
a lot of people get into it for the wrong reason.
Yeah, because I tell people, man, just keep the side hustle stuff that you started from the beginning. You know, because there's no reason to get rid of it because one day you may need it. You know, keep the Uber account, keep the Lyft account, keep the Curry account, keep the Fetch account. Any and everything you could think of that can make you money today, stay there. Keep that. And when you, like how I'm doing, I'm working so many W-2s, like I'm trying to be like Steven. I got a step one. I overpaid one bill so it can have a credit. So if I
Yep.
kept that bill with that credit, by the time I get to November and pay November bill, I don't have to pay nothing in December. I pay in January my next bill.
Right.
So I got step 1 was the cell phone. Step 2 was the light bill. Tomorrow, step 3 is the credit card. I'm doing that live. I pay my bills live. Now, of course, I try to, make the screen smaller so you don't see my address. But on my credit cards, you'll never see my address. That's all. You got to go into a whole nother section. But
when you said that, I was just thinking literally, like I was just thinking about all these people that have these different ways of having goals. Yours is like mine today is the credit card.
Yeah, I'm paying it live tomorrow morning.
That's everyday Americans, right? Yeah. That's everyday people, right?
Step 3,
everyday people.
Yeah, and then I got a spreadsheet that I will share the spreadsheet and be like, all right, now that I've paid this, subtract this. Now let's see where we are from our expenses to the debt. And we just keep going and going and going.
So Terry here says tracking expenses also helps control spending. 100%.
Exactly.
You know where your money's going, right? Yeah. Isn't that what you guys said? Perform the audit?
Yeah. Got to do an audit. That's the first rule of accounting when you're trying to budget. You got to do an audit.
Yeah.
So when and it's funny when you guys say that thing, and then Steve says to me, he says, well, I don't know much about the markets. Number one rule in the market, bro. Don't let nobody ever tell you any different. Number one rule when it comes to trading, risk management.
Yeah.
Risk management.
Yeah.
No. You got to know what your stop loss is.
Yeah.
Know what you're willing to lose. When you take a trade, already accept it as a loss. When you take it's risk management. So like what you guys are saying, my bill is due. I got a credit card bill due on the 5th. I'm trying to pay that bitch on the 3rd. And then I want to try to pay it on the 1st. And then I want to try to pay it a week before that. And you just,
dude, you know how old school I am? I'm not even kidding. I have a calendar right here, like a wall calendar that has all my dates.
Yeah. I got it on my
like that's my old man ones. And then when the next month comes, I just move them all again to the same date. Yeah.
Yes. And like I said, it's a discipline thing, because the great thing about when you're budgeting, once you start to see the results of when you budgeting, sometimes for some people, it may take a couple of months. Some people it take a couple of weeks, and then you'll start seeing it. Then the weight get off your shoulders. Mm-hmm. Now you, like Vinny was talking about when I was driving home, now I can breathe. And trust me, once you start breathing, you don't never want to go back to suffering.
You ain't trying to go backwards.
You ain't trying to go back.
No, you fight your way out of it. You fight your way out of it. And let me tell you, man, you could think you got everything in the bag. Everything is awesome. Everything is going well, right? Everything, like I said, for it's not a heart thing, but bro, before my medical, bro, like I was flying.
Yeah,
I was flying, bro. And you talk about in an instant, all that shit just boom, gone.
Yeah.
And now you got to deal with this and deal with that. You got to, dealing with just everything. So you fight your way back, right?
Yeah.
Everybody says, oh, well, I lost a car. How do I make it back? You'll fucking get another car. Don't worry about it.
I lost it. Remember?
Cars are down a dozen.
Well, you're going to worry about it, and that's okay. But just get back out there and start busting ass. It's going to suck.
Yeah.
That's part of
How
life.
do you eat a pile of shit? One spoon at a time.
One spoon at a time, brother.
But yeah,
one spoon at a time.
I'm like Steven. I'm doing, once you get the immediate bills taken care of, then I got the debts on the side. And then it's gonna be just one debt every week. And then, of course, when rent is coming up due, you leave that alone, give yourself some air. And then right that next week after you pay rent, go right back.
Right on it again.
Same thing like Dave Ramsey, smallest to biggest, snowball.
Oh, I ain't like Dave Ramsey, we were talking about gurus earlier, right? Right? Y'all ever heard of Zig Ziglar? Y'all never heard of Zig Ziglar?
Nope.
Man, He was like old school motivational speaker, business guy, whatever. One of the things he said was, if you help enough people get what they want, then you'll get what you want. Yep. And that's Dave Ramsey, bro. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
Now, I don't subscribe to all that stuff that he talks about because, there's also not Kashishari, the Rich Dad Poor Dad guy.
Not Kawasaki.
Kiyosaki, there he is, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? They're both right.
Yeah.
They're both
in their way.
Well, is he a debt guy or is he a investment guy?
He uses his debt to finance his investments. And then
but I'm saying does he promote a method to get out of debt is what I'm asking.
Yes, he says use your debt just like a corporation does. Mm-hmm. You use your debt. Finance, you use your debt by financing it to create your investments and your cash flow, and then you pay off your debt.
Correct. That doesn't sound like getting out of debt.
But it is.
It's just a science how you.
Okay, so a person that's already in debt, how are they going to leverage debt?
Okay, you want me? Okay, let me give you the perfect example. You ready for this? You sitting down, Steven? You're a crypto guy, right? You sitting down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got a credit card. You got $2,000. You got a $2,000 balance on that credit card, right? Mm-hmm. You get a card. You get another card. You're paying, I don't know, 23% interest on that card right now, on that $2,000 debt. You get another card in the mail, right? Card says, "Hey, we'll give you 0% interest for the next 12 months. You can transfer your debt over." Are you going to take on the new credit card?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. You're going to do what?
Are you going to take on the new credit card?
No. What? Explain the scenario again.
Okay. For those in the back, pay attention now, boys and girls. This is Rich Dad Poor Dad 101.
Correct.
You have a credit card. You have a credit card. You're paying 23% interest on that credit card.
Okay.
You have a $2,000 debt on that credit card. Okay? You're in the hole $2,000 on that card.
Mm-hmm.
At 23% interest.
Right.
Now you get another card offer in the mail. Says, "Hey, we'll give you 0% interest for 12 months. You can transfer your balance to this card." Are you going to take the new card?
Yeah.
Okay, you just increased your debt.
Yeah.
By taking on a second card.
Right.
But you just reduced your debt by paying off or reducing that interest.
Yes.
That's Rich Dad Poor Dad.
You didn't reduce anything. I guess except
you did. You just got rid of 23% interest.
But you didn't get rid of any debt. Okay.
Okay.
So you're eliminating additional. You're eliminating additional debt, but you're not actually solving your debt problem. Okay.
But did you not just finance your debt?
Yeah.
Yes, but I asked. My question was: is he promoting something to help a person actually get out of debt?
Because now
people that are in trouble with debt.
Wait, Steven. Now, Steven, now you can pay off that $2,000 debt without a penalty of interest on top of it. So
but
yes, you are saving money.
But I'm asking. Then I'd ask you this: what percentage of people actually do that?
Here we go. California math. Here we go.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with California math. What percentage of people actually successfully use that method and don't just burn up the other money?
I listen. I can't help you.
That's what I'm asking. So I'm saying the method. Does the madness to the method actually make sense?
No, corporations do that.
The method works.
Corporations do that
everything.
all the
method.
Okay. I'm not saying that you can't functionally make it work. I'm saying, is it actually practical for most people to actually use that method and succeed?
Yes. If they're
I hugely disagree with that. There's no way. I mean, and debt analytics will prove that that's true.
If you're saying,
because most people go into more debt and they hurt themselves instead of actually being able to pay off what debt already exists.
Okay, Steven, can you hear us?
Right?
Can you hear us? You asked, does it work?
Yes.
Absolutely, it works.
Yes, it works.
Now, you didn't say how many people actually do it.
No, that is what I said.
That's like saying how many people actually.
I said I agreed to you. I agreed with you. The method does work, but most people aren't going to be able to achieve that.
Well, no, because they have no discipline.
No. And that's what I was saying.
Exactly. So you can't teach them a method that's gonna, when they already don't have discipline. How are you gonna tell them to continue to use something that doesn't give them discipline?
You can drag that horse to water, and that some bitch will still die of thirst.
Same thing with the Dave Ramsey. It's the same thing.
But the
because the difference is you're not encouraging them to take on a more risky situation. It's completely different.
It's not that, but this is the thing. You're not encouraging for them to take something risky, but you are telling them something that this can help you. Now you have to leave it to the person to want to do it. Exactly. That's why I said budgeting is.
I'm saying, I guess what I'm saying is you put the two methods in front of most people, and the likely method that's actually going to help a person get out of debt isn't to encourage them to take on more debt.
Okay, but let me ask you a question, Stephen. We're talking about you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You would leverage that zero APR to pay off that debt, right?
To eliminate the interest, I would use that. Yes.
Okay, then.
Well,
there it is.
It's the same hood. It's the same hood analogy of scared money don't make money. It's the same thing.
Well, listen, I'm experiencing that right now.
No, because you don't really have the money, and you can choose to use your own money to take risks all you want, but you know what your limit is. On the other hand, you go and start messing around with credit. That's a whole nother bag of problems.
Credit's only a problem. Credit's only a problem
because it's
if
no
something
knowledge.
goes negatively wrong. Wait. If something goes negatively in your life.
Yep.
Most people when
it never rains.
Oh, it rains all the time.
Yeah.
That's the wait a minute.
That's
the problem with being a peasant.
It never rains, bro.
That's the problem with being a peasant.
Yeah.
You're always getting pissed on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the problem with being a peasant.
You're in a different position if you're paying off compared to taking on more.
Get that shared ride. You know Steven's going to take that shared ride so he don't have to get that zero interest credit card.
Right. I want that zero interest. Trust and believe. I want that.
We all do.
Obviously, there's a trend in the chat too. I see Xander, others have all day.
Your people's, bro. Your people's.
No, but even people in yours too. Like the trend is that everybody's saying you got to have more than one hustle. This isn't
right.
This isn't even a year ago or 2 years ago or whatever.
It's been like
you know what they did? They said I forgot I don't know the name of the different generations, whatever, but they've made videos talking about the mindset of the different generations and how you can't apply the previous mindset, for the generations before millennials. You can't take that and apply that to today's financial situation.
I'm Gen X, and we went outside.
Yeah,
it's like, you can't compare it.
I was
taking on one job. Taking on one job and being able to take that and use that to take care of everything. And my dad was telling me about his time.
It's not like that anymore.
He's like, that's not. Of course, people are gonna have to take on a hustle because they want to force you to spend what you don't have.
Plus, dude, they might as well take away the term job security. That might as well just
exist.
Oh yeah, that
don't
too.
Don't even teach that anymore. Don't even.
Yeah.
Don't get people's hopes up. Don't make them think they're going.
Exactly.
I'm going to do.
Well, of course not. Look at how they're firing people. Look at how they're firing people left and right now. Right.
Right, but I'm saying like if somebody's like looking like my son's at college, right? He's going into sports medicine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It is best to like anything could go at any time, but like it's a good idea to take a look at not only what you want to do, but then make sure that you're kind of at least when we were looking, make sure you're angling it to the future more than just the old days of just going in.
Right.
You better have a major and a minor. You better have
You
a
know, like
major and
especially if
minor.
there's like especially if there's different paths you can take. Like for him, he's his freshman year. Until his junior year, it's not really going to matter.
Right.
And who knows? By then, maybe he decides he wants to be an auto mechanic, or he decides to do this, or who
Right.
knows? You know, I'm just
I would
saying that.
steer away from that.
You know, I'm just saying
Um,
like he's getting all his first couple years of college in.
Right.
You know, it
Well,
doesn't.
and I mean, but the profession he's going for in the first place makes sense for going to college. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
you
And
want to make sure that
he's
you're
not
at
going to the
because,
party school. He's going up in Fort Collins, and so
but I
he's
mean,
going to
even
a school that
besides
does
that, his choice of profession, you know, a lot of people go to college and they have either no direction in what they're trying to
Yeah.
do, or
Yeah.
you know, and I mean, talk about discipline.
Bro, you don't even know. Like I feel when he was home for the holidays and stuff, I feel bad because, and I knew this probably would happen. I just hoped there would be more kids there that weren't just like pathetically taken care of. You know what I mean? Like their parents are like, "What, you need money? Okay, I'm sending you $5,000."
Exactly.
Like I mean, like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous, dude. And it's literally like him and I found every grant, Pell Grant, everything. We got his 35,000 a year got down to 11 grand is all he takes out in loans.
Bro, do
Nice.
you know, Steve, when you and I came out of high school, because we're about the same age, when you and I, and Thomas too, Thomas is right there with us. When we came out of high school, you could go to college for about $6,000 a year tuition.
Yep. In
Right?
state.
In state. Yeah.
In
You could have went to Florida State, Florida,
Right.
$6,000 a year. FIU, $6,000 a year.
Yep.
Now,
Yeah.
35, 40,000.
Yeah.
Where my girls went, it's almost 50,000 a year.
Well, that's why, like I said, dude, there was a
Fucking stupid.
lot of Pell Grants and all. I mean, if you look, there's a lot of grants out there, dude. We got his money way down. That I don't even think most kids look this hard into this stuff. There were grants all over. Like if you really look, and not just a Google search, but if you deep dive and ask a teacher or something like that, we did a couple avenues. You'd be surprised. Like, dude, you can just keep piling on grants to make it doable. And not feeling, because the whole thing for him too, for my son, was that he doesn't want to come out of there feeling in debt. You know, he wants it to be, he actually is responsible enough, unlike a lot of these kids who won't have to pay for their own education anyway. And I'll help him out, of course, you know, when if he needs it, when it comes to paying it back. But I would hope that he's doing very well in sports medicine and can pay that back. Right. You know, I mean, honestly, but again, when he graduates in 4 years, if it's 11 grand a year, that's all the student loans he has right now. You know, and I mean, he has to work part-time too. Some of those other kids don't work.
Yeah.
It's just, that's my only weird part, is that like literally his girlfriend, even like she's awesome. She's great, but she doesn't have to I don't know, all of them. They call their parents and they're like, I need $1,000. And they're like, well, why don't I send you 5?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, seriously? Like, even if like that's how you roll, can't you respect society a bit and realize that, like, I don't know,
it's expensive, bro, and the schools don't care. They're not going to try to help. They don't give a shit
about the way that these kids just call home for money, though.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, because
I mean,
you know what?
It's ridiculous, dude. Because my son will call me and be like, "Dude, is there any way you can give me like a couple $100?" Like, he'll do that every couple of months, man. These kids are calling home every week for $1,000.
Yep.
Yeah,
bro. Yep.
What the fuck? You know,
that's on the parents.
Man.
That's on the
parents.
I know,
but
on the parents.
I feel it,
kids.
dude. I mean, I don't feel bad because I raised him right, and he already respects it. But I can tell he sees it.
Yeah.
But I just try and kind of always show him character, and he has character, and you know.
Yeah.
I
saw it.
Like, screw it, dude. You're like, you know what? Character is going to count. These kids aren't going to matter.
Yeah.
And then when they get out,
they're not going to have jobs either, because they're not going to know. They're not going to care. They're not going to need to, and they're not going to know how to sell themselves in a new economy.
How do you even pick a career these days? As an example,
no idea.
I watched a movie today. I took an hour and a half today to watch a movie called Mercy. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called Mercy, right? And the judge is AI. It's an AI judge. Right? And the judge, the AI, dude sitting in a chair, my man from Guardians of the Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy in the movie.
Yeah, Chris
and
Pratt.
the Terminal List and all that, right? He's a great actor. I like him. Anyway, he's sitting in a chair like this. His hands are strapped in. He's got two little probes back here. And he's charged with murdering his wife. That morning, he's charged with murdering his wife. He's already on trial with the AI. Like, if that's where we're going, how do you plan for a job right now going to college? How do you plan for it?
Dude, well, what about like Minority Report was even worse.
Yeah.
I love that movie though, but yeah, you're right.
The little ball comes down and you're just arrested. Dude, you were going to do this. You were going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I wasn't.
Yeah.
But Steve, think about that. Think about that though. We can relate Minority Report in the precogs, ball coming down the thing. Right now, you and Thomas, you will see this. Uber knows what you're willing to accept on your next ride. They know what you'll take.
Oh yeah, dude.
They know what you'll settle for. They know how long you've been waiting online in an area for a ride,
right?
And they'll know how much you'll accept. That's the same. It's the same shit. The same shit.
Yeah, and then you have to look at anybody remember the movie Gattaca, where
I remember
the
movie.
That was Halle Berry, and Limp Bizkit dude sang Blue Eyes on that one. Gattaca, I think that was, or not Blue Eyes. What you call it? Jude Law, right? That was Jude Law, and Halle Berry was in Gattaca, right?
No, I think that's Atlas. I think
no, Atlas was Tom Hanks. Atlas.
Okay, that was Tom. But I know Gattaca was Ethan Hawke, where you have a social score that provides how you get a job. Like if you had good looks.
Oh, like what they're doing in China right now.
Right. You got green eyes and you have a square chin and all this other stuff.
You know that's what they do in China right now, right? You know China has a social score.
Yeah. So Gattaca was more of a
they're trying to create that here.
Yeah.
That's what YouTube at the end of the day, that's what YouTube is going to base your growth on.
Right.
It's going to be your social score.
Yeah, it's a social score kind of thing.
Do people like your video? I hate doing this. I'm going to do it though, and then we're going to wrap up real quick. But I hate doing this right here. This bothers me to have to do this.
Yeah.
If I have to add, no, and I mean this with all sincerity. I did that. It's kind of tongue in cheek that I just did that. If I've got to ask you to like the video, then I'm not doing my job. I'm not providing you any kind of entertainment or information. If I got to ask you to like the video.
But you know, also, man, I've been guilty myself of hopping in and even watching a lengthy video, like hopping in here halfway through, I'm driving, and I forget to do it.
Right.
And so when you do it, like I know that people like clown on that all the time. Like, dude, that's so stupid. Don't do that anymore. Like, but it's not about like
it matters now.
Like it for me. It's more like, dude, don't forget to.
Right.
It matters now.
Yeah. I say that
it matters
in the morning.
And it's free.
It matters. Yeah. But it matters now. It mattered then. It mattered then, but it matters now.
Yeah.
When you watch the movie The Circle, Thomas, you ever seen the movie The Circle with Tom Hanks? Okay. When you guys watch I'm telling you, chat, you got to watch the movie The Circle with Tom Hanks.
I got it pulled up on my phone. So
okay. Yeah. You got to watch that movie. It's a cute movie. Listen, ain't nobody going to judge your man card for it, but it's the overall premise of the movie and what they're doing and how anyway. It matters now. All this new CEO for YouTube is doing is he's implementing The Circle.
Yep.
Social score. Did I like Thomas's video?
Right.
Well, how do you know if I like Thomas's video or not? Well, I only watched for 15 seconds and I shut off. Okay. And so Thomas had 100 people that watched his video. They watched, half of them watched for 15 seconds. Half of them watched for 30 seconds. We needed 35 seconds. We're not going to push his video no more. That's social score.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're at with YouTube right now.
Mm-hmm.
I learned something about Amazon the other day that I'm like, and then I went back and, just like with stock trading, you can back test. So I went back and I looked at like a bunch of where my best videos are performing, where I'm in the carousels, and it was a time thing. It was a length of video thing. And sure as shitting, length of video has a lot to do with ranking where you're at in the carousel for a particular product on Amazon. At least it appears that way. I went back and checked about 40 videos. Social score. If people like your shit, if your shit is long enough, we'll keep pushing you. If people ain't liking it, they ain't subbing or liking or hanging out, we're not going to push it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
I'll get at least 2 or 3 subs a day when I do live on the ride along. I'll be like,
but we need more thumbs up.
Yeah.
You almost have to ask people, but I'm not begging anybody for that shit. Like I say, I get 100 people fuck with me. I got 100 people I fuck with. I'm good.
Yeah.
If I got
dude, you can do like a subliminal thing in your off the clock thing. Put a little thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see, Merlin. Who's this? Meridian Heights. Well, I just got home and tuned in, and you reminded me to hit the like button. Thank you, brother. Well, it's either for Steve or for me, but either way, or Thomas.
He's in Daytona Beach. He's in Florida with you guys. So.
Oh man, he just got crushed up. Daytona just got crushed up there. Did you see all the shit that was going on at Black Spring Break up there?
Yeah,
Spring Break.
No, it's Black Spring Break, bro. And you know, with the open carry
things
law,
got crazy.
Everybody
there
was
was
carrying.
Some shots fired and stuff.
Everybody was carrying, bro. You didn't see the videos, Thomas?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Everybody was open carrying.
I'm sure Meridian knows.
Oh boy.
Daytona, bro. Daytona. You know, back in the day, Daytona was straight, man. You could drive on the beach. You could park your car on the beach. It was nice. You go and you put your hand. The one thing about Daytona Beach that I haven't found anywhere else is that they got that red sand. They don't have the white sand like we got down here and over on the west side. They got it's a reddish hue sand. And when you go and you dig your hands into the sand and pull it up, you get them little clammy things that just bury themselves back in the sand.
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember that, but I thought that was cool. Let's see. They almost killed me 10 times driving crazy next to. Well, that's why Miami Beach got rid of spring break. There's no more spring break in Miami Beach.
Up to them.
No, they go to Fort Lauderdale and they go to Daytona.
They're going to Daytona's making a comeback.
Come in here,
but I mean, and the Houston Rodeo too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What a dumb idea that was.
I don't know what that is.
Some people.
Well, they turned it into like a hip hop event, and it's always been country music.
Yeah. I mean, some people still there because they can't leave because the government been shut down.
Yes.
No TSA hardly.
I just work production all over the country, and I've been around the world. I'll just say, like, to me, I was like, seriously, you're gonna make a hip hop show at the rodeo?
Well, I mean, so down here in Fort Lauderdale, we got Tortuga. That's coming up next month, right? Tortuga was some of my people, man. I did a lot of work for Tortuga on the private contractor side, and driving, and like that's what it was. It was always a country thing, and I'm not a country music guy. I'm just not. Mm-hmm. But I got one client that became a friend, right? And I've done some stuff with her, and I met some people, and it's pretty good. But now you look at it, it wasn't enough to have 150,000 people on that beach at a time. They had to try to get 170,000 people. So they started mixing it in with what's in Houghton here from St. Louis. I can't think of his name.
Oh, Nelly. Yeah.
Nelly, because Nelly did the country song crossover.
Right.
Snoop Dogg did. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with the mixing. I don't have a problem with mixing.
Oh, I don't care. No, I listen to all.
But at some point,
it's just a wrong. You're mixing
one
two
side
bad.
To another. Well, what happened?
People that go to the Houston rodeo, the biggest rodeo in the country, are going there fully decked out Texas style. They're going to the rodeo like you've never seen.
Right.
They to like, and there's nothing wrong with this for its own event, but to bring in the hip hop crowd and go, this will mix well. No. You're just a bad promoter.
Yeah.
Well, you can't have hip hop, which is pretty much well, I don't want to say hip hop. Modern rap is more of a rebellious group. versus the patriotic group. So you get, I'm not equating it to politics, but the politics don't mix.
Right.
Politics just don't mix.
Yeah.
You got to call that shit what it is. The politics just don't mix. You know, you're not going to see AOC at a rodeo. It's just not going to happen. Unless she's pandering. Can she speak country? I thought I heard her one day at a church.
You know, I feel like I've heard her do every kind of slang.
Say again.
And I feel like every time I hear her with any kind of slang or twang in her voice or anything to match somewhere, I feel like oddly she does a pretty good job.
Well, I mean, she fakes
you know,
it.
She pulls it off. I'm like, this moron's gonna do that.
She's a fake Latina. Yeah. She's a fake Latina. You know that, right?
Yeah, dude, I don't know what. I don't really know what.
You ever looked at her backside? She ain't got no booty, bro. No, she's flat. She's got, I don't know what Alex Stein sees in her, but she's got a flat butt.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Take a look.
I need to look at
why
it.
don't make big, bro? If you ain't got no bump, you ain't no real. Stop it, bro. Stop it. If you got an ironing board back there, come on, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You fake ass Latina. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. Right. But at least I didn't say what Steve said the other day.
Twice.
Anyway, guys, look, it's about 11:20. This was a good show. I got to get Thomas more involved. I got to figure out a way to get Thomas more involved. Yeah. Thomas, I'm gonna give you the floor for a few minutes, man. You want to tell everybody what you've been up to before we end this one stream tonight?
Absolutely. Yes, I have no problem with that. All right. Your main man, Accounting Tom. Dark-skinned and not offended, clean-shaven, no misbehaving. Darth Vader's only son and Count Chocula's favorite nephew.
And apparently Don King's -- linguistic student.
Right.
Or Muhammad Ali, fly like a butterfly.
Yeah. But no,
go ahead, bro.
What I'm doing is trying to show you the basics of budgeting to help people get out of debt, because you can't say people ain't broke, because all of 25 and 24 COVID, all you see is people just breaking in stores and taking things that didn't belong to them. Mm-hmm. It was the Wild West all over the country.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, and so budgeting don't cost you a thing. It's just, you got to have the work ethic and you got to have the discipline. And I'm telling you, once you start to lift some of that weight off your shoulders, you will start to immerse yourself into it. And then you will be saving like never before. There's more ways to make money now than it's ever been.
100%.
You know, because when I was growing up,
you just gotta get creative.
Right. When I was growing up, and I grew up in Detroit, just like Steven, all they wanted you to do when you got out of high school was work at the auto plant, work at the post office, or go to the Army.
Or military, yeah.
Yeah. And then once you did your 20 years and one of those three, you moved down to Florida and called it retirement.
Hey,
they all did it.
I went to Colorado, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, I did go to Florida first, though.
Yeah, they all did it. You know, they went up north, made their money, then they ran back down south with all their pensions and everything, and they set for life. You know,
well, used to be set for life. You know, that's a whole nother whole nother show, bro.
You know, we bought a house, you know, 86,000, but the percent was like 17%.
Oh yeah.
Somehow they paid the house off.
My buddy Mike said to me the other day, fireman Mike said to me the other day, he said, I don't know what everybody's bitching about 5% interest. When I first bought my house, it was 16% interest on the damn mortgage. Yes. I said, yeah, Mike, but the shit only costs $40,000.
Correct.
Now you ask somebody now, how much is your house worth now there, buddy? And they don't want to tell you.
Yeah.
They don't want to tell you. Mm-mm. But we're pushing north of 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? $40,000 house now is $450,000 house.
Yeah. Yeah. The chicken shack is now worth some money.
Yeah. With no repairs.
Yeah. One floor.
That's coming. That's coming, yo. I think a lot of people don't know that's coming.
Yeah. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom.
No, the collapse. The collapse is coming, bro. The collapse. I'm telling you, real estate collapse is coming. It's already started with condominiums. Already starting. You're starting this. Listen. I don't know if you guys know. Do you know what the number one bellwether is for the economy? You know what? You know what the number one bellwether is if the economy is doing good or if the economy is not doing good?
The strippers.
Suicide rate.
They find out shit.
RV sales.
Oh, yeah.
RV sales.
Well, everybody's selling RVs.
One.
Everyone.
Yes.
That is but if they're buying them, economy's doing good.
The van life.
If they're not buying them, economy's doing bad. Y'all think I'm bullshitting? That's
no, you're not. But there has been economists. They used to use strippers as the barometer to know if the economy is doing good or bad. They used to use them.
They ain't getting my money. I can tell you that shit.
Yeah, yeah, but that's how they would use the.
They don't take change
as a barometer for discretionary income.
I tried to put a quarter in the slot and I got thrown out.
Right.
Come on, Steve. You didn't get that one? You didn't get that what I just said?
I think I missed it.
I tried to put a quarter in the slot and they threw me out.
Yeah.
Oh.
In
the gash.
God. What a crowd, man. Thomas got it.
Dude, I've been up since 5 a.m., man.
I wouldn't give a damn. We're talking about coin slots.
Yeah. And the compound now that killed me with my student loan. That compound interest. Holy cow.
Well, you know what? Let's hold that off. We can talk about that kind of stuff next week.
Okay. Yeah.
Hopefully Steve will join us again, but this is what I want to do. This I'm telling you, this is what I want to do. We could touch on the Rideshare shit and the trading shit and all this.
Dude,
this is everyday conversation, man. That's and so, now if you want to watch me pretend to trade the market, I'll be back tomorrow morning about 9:25 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm telling you, I had to purposely reset this channel.
Yeah,
I had to reset it. And if that meant the only thing that I had gotten concerned about was losing my hours, my monetization through AdSense, that's nothing to worry about. I got so many goddamn hours banked in there. It's okay. It's okay.
Do they care anymore after you're
monetized? Oh yeah, bro.
My hours are fine.
You have to maintain 365,000 subs, 4,000 hours. Now you got the subs. The subs aren't going nowhere. Right. But the hours you got to maintain.
What is it? I mean, because I'm fine, but
1,000 subs, 4,000 hours, watch hours.
Okay. Oh,
my other channel, Tesla Rideshare, which I haven't done nothing on that channel in 3 weeks, because again, trying to purge an algorithm.
No, my
with
watch
that
hours
one, I'm not
are
changing that
beyond.
channel. But that channel's monetized. It's got 524 subs.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got level 1 monetization, which means I can do super chats and members, but I'm not on the AdSense program yet. I've got 32 or 3,300 hours on that, but I've only got 520 subs, 525 subs. So I still need to double my subs, which is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Because everybody's saying subs don't matter. The fuck they don't.
In the beginning, they do.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
In fact, forget everything else. That's all that matters in the beginning.
So right. So with Tesla Rideshare being what it is, and I'd really like to get into a conversation with you, Steve, sir, about AVs, because I think you and I are on opposite ends of this. and I think that would be a good conversation, not in a bad way.
No, dude, I'm and you know me, I'm always willing to listen, and I'm definitely taking in everything that's going on with it. So
I'm not saying all AVs are good. I'm just saying that what they've got on tap for the AVs right now, the game plan's laid out and they're implementing it. And they are correct in what they're saying. They are correct. No, if nothing else, look at how many companies are doing. Look how many companies are doing it. Here we go. Excuse me 1 second. I told Pascal, don't even bother coming on the show because we're going to be done, and we're not done. And here's Pascal. So here goes another 20 fucking minute conversation about AI. Anyway, I'm just saying the hybrid model that the rideshare companies are talking about, they're already implementing it. It's already here. It's like, it's like I used to tell Eddie, you're because if you guys don't know Eddie driving and stuff, Eddie's Hustle is the new channel now. He lives in Austin, Texas, so he's getting punched in the face by Waymo, by Zuck, whatever the fuck Amazon's thing is. He's getting punched in the face by the cybercat robo taxis, right? And he lives in the city. But in the city is not where you're going to make the money. You got to go outside because that's where the money is. And you got to drive back in. And then once you drive off, you got to go back out again.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the hybrid. The human driver will be taking the rides outside of the geofenced area. Because inside the geofenced area, they got to keep those damn cars moving.
Yeah.
It's not going to make sense to send a Waymo 40 miles outside from the airport.
No.
Because then that car's got a deadhead back. They'll rather have you, the gasoline guy, the EV guy, driver, burn and waste your time instead of wasting that EV's time, instead of wasting that EV battery. That's the hybrid model. In a nutshell, that's what's going to happen. Watch what I tell you.
Yep.
Anyway, Pascal, how you doing, buddy? Okay, he's not answering, so that's good. We can get out of here. Okay, y'all, we're going to wrap this show up. We will be back next week, next Wednesday, barring any incidents. I don't ever foresee incidents. I try to be here every Wednesday night. I want us to be here every Wednesday night because I think it's good. It's healthy for us. It's healthy for you guys. Outside of that, I'll be on tomorrow morning after Accounting Tom. Y'all go check out Accounting Tom at Accounting Tom on YouTube. Y'all go check him out. Steve, you got your podcast tomorrow night, don't you?
My podcast is on Monday nights. I do a thing on Thursday nights with a guy in Colorado Springs.
Hey, I love the Springs, man.
Yeah. A rideshare driver has been doing it forever. Actually, he was part
Academy
of that.
Boulevard, Galleria Mall.
Yep.
I played ball.
Yep.
Yeah. Peacefield. I jumped at Peacefield.
Yep.
I was on the belt at Carson for 3. I know all about it, brother.
Yeah.
I love Colorado Springs, man.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Security Whitefield. I know all about it. All right, y'all. We're going to get up out of here. We will see y'all tomorrow morning and next week. Appreciate y'all being here. All right, guys.